So you will notice a few things. We are totally borrowing from Mutant Year Zero. Has some great rules for building your own, basically, community in the wasteland. And we've totally borrowed it as much as we can. If you notice in the character section, you'll have playing with Vault projects and Vault 48. So Vault
Yeah, I
48
read through that.
is the Vault stats. So we're gonna roll 200 plus 2d100. Let's see what our population is. So we have 277 souls in our bunker right now.
Okay.
Pretty decent.
That's pretty good. Our body count is currently 0 because no one has died. And we did decide there was a problem in the vault, which is going to, basically destroy the vault in 290 days.
Now we got
What the fuck did you guys do? Plant a bomb?
That's
Jesus.
not
all
bad
kinds
at all.
of time.
So we decided when we spent our points, because I gave the group points and everybody had the bare level of stuff. So in the vault, the current food supply is at a 5 out of, let's see, 5 out of what numbers the max there? 5 out of like 29. So basically for food, it's a struggle to find food. So yeah, your vault has, an algae plant that makes green slime, and people are just barely getting 2 meals of created food, but the people would love for you guys to go outside and bring back not radioactive food. That's totally a thing because food is a struggle right now. And you want more food because the more food you have, the less people die. Culture
Okay.
for your vault, you guys decided to put some points in it because culture is important. You are the last harbingers of the old world for all you know. So the vault dwellers of 48 have the ability to express themselves in writing, art, and other forms of cultural production. Thankfully, some stuff must have survived books and videotapes wise. Henceforth, the guy with the gun is totally a Western nut because he's watched the same 40 movies over and over and over.
Those may be the only 40 movies.
That's all we had.
I mean, if we have the good and bad and the ugly, we don't really need anything else. So
yeah, well, we decided, I think, in session 0 that there was never a dark turn in westerns, right? Because this is all 50s, so you never had like Unforgiven or anything happen.
Yeah.
Did anyone ever answer the encumbrance for backpacks?
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's 4 threshold.
Yeah,
I looked it up.
Yeah.
Do you have anything smaller than a backpack that's still cool, like a knapsack or something?
There's load bearing gear, which adds 3 to threshold encumbrance.
And then there's a utility belt that adds 1.
The utility belt is a good one. Also, the tool belt is an awesome one too.
They call it a utility belt, but it's a fanny pack. Yeah.
But the cool thing about utility belt is there is a talent that essentially you can, if you get it with experience, you can essentially spend a destiny die and take out a random minute item that's less than 100 caps. That, and you just say you have it, and you have it.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
for
that's what
example,
it says right there.
Actually, Jim's typically done that just for using the utility belt because I think Star Wars, I think the description says that's part of the utility belt. It's
yeah,
not
well,
a
Star Wars
skill.
does, but it didn't say that. Like, for example, when we were playing salvage, it was a talent, I believe, or
Right.
Yeah, in Genesis they made it a talent, so that way it
yeah.
had a little
So I just
expenditure.
didn't know exactly, I guess, what we were doing here.
Yeah, we're pretty much doing the salvage feel for this. That way you get the whole apocalypticness. Only the world is not as bad at salvage.
Well, not as harsh in that factor.
I mean, it depends, on what you consider bad.
I mean, read the radiation rules; those do suck.
Yeah.
So culture-wise, you have a rating currently of 10, which means most people in the vault can read and write. They have some form of cultural expression, like a place of worship, you guys do plays on occasion. You totally do like
Western reenactments.
Western shadow puppetry.
I was thinking Star Wars the play.
Oh, yeah.
Star Wars could have happened because it's optimistic and 50s style. So I would say yes.
Mm-hmm. And I totally think it's because of our mechanic, but the Vault's technology is cranked way up to a 20, which means the people of the Vault have mastered the basics of mechanical construction, and they are most likely able to build workshops and other things, as well as roads into the zone. Basically, once you look at the building mechanics, there's a chain of things that have to be built in certain orders, or you can just totally ignore them.
Because I'm badass.
And then you have warfare, which is basically your Vault's ability to defend itself. Sadly, that is at bare minimum. But that's okay because you have a working door, so you don't need to defend yourself, right?
Right. We haven't been outside.
Well, we're the only survivors.
What's there to defend against?
So there's nothing out there.
There's nothing to protect yourself from until the problem happens. And then under that, you have current projects, completed projects, and destroyed projects, because sometimes there are projects out there that you may want to sabotage, and other nefarious organizations within the Vault may want to sabotage. Like one of the projects is you can actually form a dictatorship and try to take over. You may want to sabotage that.
That's funny. Or you might want to take it over.
That is totally a thing. So for the body counts, I will be rolling a d6 at the end of each session to see who dies of old age or accidents or whatnot. Most likely in the start of session 1, there's going to be an attack on your vault, which is getting the ball rolling. That'll basically tell us how many NPCs died in the background. If you look at the playing with Vault projects, it gives you the basic rules that at the start of every session, as long as one or more PCs are in the vault, the players should hold an assembly, and basically that's totally because you guys happen to all be the underseers, because thankfully in Vault 48, the overseer never made it to work on time, and he basically died because overseers are jerks. And you guys have this great desk here in the middle of your vault where the overseer would be behind his cool seat that's got Gatling guns hidden inside it. And instead, you guys hold council as like the managers of different departments. I don't know why they're sending their manager out, but hey, that's what you guys do because you're important. People trust you. You were literally bred for your position. I'm assuming you inherited it from one of your parents, since you guys have been living for many generations in this dank, dark hole. I mean, I'm assuming the poor mechanic is born of mechanics and such and such. So even though our mutant friend has yet to join our vault because he's living outside in the wasteland with this cool hat, it is important to have a cool hat.
Yes, it's very cool.
He can totally be the voice of one of the other under bosses that seem to be there and agreeing with him. Of when it comes to projects, y'all don't have to agree on one project. You all can pick different projects to back it at the same time. The problem is, when you roll a skill for that project, every success earns you points to the project, and the different projects require different numbers to hit to complete. So if you all keep doing different projects, it could take longer for them to achieve. In the Skype chat, I totally sent you a list of the projects that require no requirements, so anyone could start a vault with them. When you look down the list, you'll see that it'll be the first one is defenses, which is building palisade, earthworks, or even a moat to protect the vault from enemies on the outside. The DEV requirement is basically one of the 4 categories: food, tech, warfare, or I forgot what the third one was, but we'll see it in a sec. And when you do it, you'll be rolling the skill necessary at the beginning of each game session, which, like for defenses, can be mechanics because you're building shit, or athletics because you're digging shit. Then with the work points is how many points you need to accomplish it.
When it's done. Got it.
Yep. So in this case, we see for defenses, it requires 10 successes. And if you complete it, you then get to add 2d6 to your base's warfare. So basically, it's improving randomly the defenses of the place. And certain things can be done multiple times, like defenses can be done multiple times. Since your party is starving, hunting is always good. Send people out on expeditions using survival or ranged combat to bring food. That's a huge one. Cannibalism is an option. Sadly, cannibalism does drop your culture, so you may not want to do culture, but it will increase your food supply exponentially until it's broken.
It should increase our culture because it decreases our carbon footprint.
There you go. And then you've got like croplands. You're basically growing crops, which could either be in the vault or outside the vault. These all don't have to be outside the vault, though we will be eventually building a map of once you over goosh the vault space and starting a community outside the vault. You've got like a pigsty. You've got a temple if you want to get some more culture and shit. You've got zone wrestling, which I think our missing mutant will totally want to do because you can get the wrestling on. Sending NPCs out on expeditions. We have a nice little random pool to find out what happens to them. Build a museum inside, build a statue, build a sundial, a watchtower, mill. There's lots and lots of shit. So, as the first assembly of the underbosses, is there any projects on that list I sent in Skype, which I'll pull up real quick, which basically recommends for you guys as a cute little dog jumps in the background? Defenses, hunting party, cropland, zone wrestling, museum, a statue, a watchtower, a mill, a library, a theater, a workshop, or a calendar.
Food is an issue.
Yeah, considering food's an issue, cropland or the mill.
Yeah. You need cropland to do something with that mill, so probably cropland first. So.
And I will totally tell you, as one of the NPC underbosses, I am totally going for I want to get a radio, because that way they can stay in touch with you guys when you're outside. So they're going to always want to support building a workshop. And then a generator, and then a radio.
Okay, well, as good as that is, we also need food. So...
And you are thinking just like your vault dweller is of why is my stomach always hungry? Just because I can survive on 1,000 calories does not mean my body thrives on 1,000 calories.
Okay, so votes, how do we want to do this?
And multiple people can do different projects. I mean, you can all work together to get something done real quick, which is in my opinion, smart bet.
Yeah, when I played Mutant Year Zero, that was the most efficient thing because it took forever when each person did their own thing. But you could.
I'm definitely leaning food, but radio's important as well. But
remember, to build the radio, you first have to build a workshop. Then you got to build a generator. Then you got to build a radio.
That said, we might have had a workshop already. We don't have one.
You have one, but then again, you don't want to risk anyone using the stuff there because it's all museum quality. It's not been replaced. It's all been refurbished. Think, what was that one movie where the kids were living there and they all get assigned jobs because they've been in a bunker for centuries?
Okay, fine. Be that way.
This is a workshop you're willing to let other people work in besides your workshop.
Okay.
So I'll go ahead and say David as the resident mechanic underboss. Even though you're inexperienced, you have the job because you were bred for the job. What project do you want to start?
We probably need whatever. I need the base for the workbench. Well, other people can focus on the food.
You sure? See how I put that out in your mind?
No. I mean, that's going to be my thing. That's my life is the machine. So I'm a slave to the machine. So whatever base thing I need to make the workbench, or that's its own thing, yeah. Then a generator.
So first one you're doing is the workshop.
Yep.
Okay, so with the workshop, to contribute to the workshop, it is either the resilience skill or the mechanics skill.
All right.
So when working on projects, do we each make one of those roles? Or?
You would each make one of those roles if you're in the vault. If you're outside the vault basically
you're not part of it yet.
An NPC will totally do that, and who knows what's going to happen when you guys are gone.
I noticed that Pigsty also has no requirement and might get us food a little quicker.
It totally mean you guys had frozen pig fetuses, and you're just like, hey guys, why have we not defrosted those and had?
That seems like that might be.
I mean, also we can, if we get up the Pigsty, we could use that for, getting the crop started.
Yeah, I'm fine with either one. I just noticed it.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll use mechanics for the workbench.
Okay, so go ahead and by the way, you do have your story points. You can totally use those if you want. It's the best way for me to steal them ever. Go ahead and give me a mechanics check, and it's going to be against 2 purple, an average check.
All right, ready?
Let me make sure there's no bad dice, seeing as this is the first dice roll.
Right. Yeah,
yep.
I don't have
We are ready.
All right. So mechanics.
Holy
boom!
Shit.
I got a little tired doing it, but boom, baby.
And for that triumph, go ahead and give yourself 2 strain. We'll totally see that's how we'll play that off.
Yeah,
what would you like for the triumph?
I'm working hard.
You want 5 points of success added in?
What's that do me then?
Get you closer, right? Because
it takes you from a 4 to a 9.
That's very good.
Yeah,
I would do that.
I will do that.
Okay. Obviously, our mechanic is like all about his workshop, so you are at 9 points out of 15 for the workshop to be completed.
Look at that. What you guys doing? Somebody gonna show up
at
work today?
James, I have a question. Would I be able to make a leadership check to get some people to help build it faster?
No. But there is some projects you can do using leadership. This is basically, it's a mini game showing you guys as micromanaging underbosses getting the project done. It's not that he's the only one working the workshop. It's just he's the mechanic who knows what he's talking about, getting the people to work in the workshop.
I'm directing it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but there are projects that can use leadership. There are definitely projects that use leadership. As I totally need to sneak into Skype and see what picture. Oh, your notes.
They were there a second ago.
Click on character sheet.
Did. Yeah, I picked my backgrounds and stuff, the people I like, and now it's all gone. Nothing there.
You may want to close it and refresh, because I'm not in your character sheet.
Got it.
Hopefully it did not disappear. Some weird things have happened since Roll20 updated to the new thing. So that was our underboss of maintenance, until you find a better title for yourself.
Yeah.
So how about our politician, since in my Roll20 you're the next head on the list?
Okay.
And you can totally support his project or do one of your own. It's just that for workshop, the 2 skills used is resilience or mechanics.
Yeah, I saw that. Well, according to my skill set, I believe that getting a marketplace up would be nice.
Ooh, is there any requirements for a marketplace?
Yes, there is.
Have we met those requirements?
Actually, I haven't checked.
I guess we haven't, because we haven't done any projects.
I'm totally scrolling down to see what market. Just because I put them all in there doesn't mean I remember them.
Wait 1 second. I'm checking.
I want you guys to build a train. That's just me.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I don't think we would have that. So, actually looking at something else.
Okay, yeah, the marketplace requires your food supply to be up to a 10, which you are not currently.
Oh,
yeah.
So work on.
We really need food, guys.
There is no surplus food for there to be a market.
Get us food.
Probably 2 generations ago, there used to be a marketplace when there was commerce and trade, but the food is now everyone goes up to the line and gets their daily soup portion and their daily algae portion.
Also, I had another thing. So I noticed that we only have knowledge, intelligence, but for the requirements for some stuff like cropland, it requires specifically crops or hydroponics or farming.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have to add those skills in manually?
Basically, yeah, that would be a knowledge of that kind of specialty.
So unless we have it, we can't do the project, or we could.
It's not that we can't do it, but
you can still roll. I mean, you don't have to specifically have knowledge, crops, hydroponics. As long as you have good intel, your knowledge is up there.
Got it.
Yeah.
I mean, do you want to take charge and start growing crops?
I don't have good knowledge, but
do you have big brains?
If you do that, even if you're not good at it, I will also roll to support it because I would like to get food for the vault.
Means you
eventually
while putting sweat equity, yeah.
You know what? I mean, food's important.
Or the pigsty.
So you're starting croplands.
I think I'm going to go for cropland specifically.
Hey, that's trying to grow shit. That's important.
Mm-hmm.
And even someone who doesn't know what they're doing can sometimes grow tomatoes. So that's going to require 15 successes, and you upgraded yourself on your roll there, right?
Yep.
Okay, I've got your upgrade. Go ahead and make your roll. Roll high. 1 success. Hey, 1 success. You are on the board.
Hey,
you basically planted some little seeds, some bok choy in the aquaponic bay that's been filled with algae, and everybody's been okay because the algae is edible.
It was really funny. I was looking at statue and going like,
Really?
Spoken just like a politician.
Exactly.
Okay, so then we go.
But is there anything you can do with the advantage in this case, or?
No. Basically, it just meant that everyone is happy. There's no riots on your workforce.
Oh, I mean, that's good. I'll take that.
So, what about our gun-toting cowpoke?
I will support that. So, what are the 2 roll options?
It would be knowledge.
Knowledge.
So it's going to be at the very bottom of the character sheet.
Yeah, I'm not good at it, but I'm going to roll anyway to be supportive. So I have 1 green, and so it's 2 difficulty, right?
It's going to be 2 purple.
Okay, so
wow.
So 1 green and 2 purple. 1, 2, and then I click roll, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, you don't need to add the purples. I'll take care of that for you.
Oh, okay.
On the GM's character sheet, I can do all the difficulties for you.
Okay, so I put in.
Yeah, so you wait for him, and you make sure he has it set up, and then you go from there. Okay,
when you're ready, I will click go.
Yep, go for it. You are ready.
So I click the little thing in the middle, the little dice symbol. Okay, it did something.
Okay, are you clicking the? So what you want to do is clear your up top. So you want to hit that box that shows 2 little arrows circling each other.
Yes.
That'll clear everything. Now scroll down on your skill tab to knowledge, which will be down at the bottom of the skill.
Oh, okay. You have to click on it, right?
Skills, and you click on the little D20 that's off to the right-hand side.
Got it. Oh, I understand. Sorry, no wonder. Ready and click.
Okay, so you were totally helping with the farm work.
I carried things, I assume. That's what I can do.
And you were helping, but no progress was made.
No, I didn't make it any worse. That's good.
And as our NPC underboss, there's like 3 of them around the table with you guys. Eric will totally be controlling their mind remotely as his mutant self. What project is that underboss going to take?
He's not good at thinking. So what does hunting party require?
Oh, that's a good one. What we're totally being told from a meta point of view is the mutant outside has been hunting, and that's ranged or survival.
Oh, I should have gone for that. Should have supported
And
that.
conveniently, when he joins your party, he will have food with him to share.
Man, that was a mistake. Okay, next time I'll do that.
If only either of those were things I was good at.
Oh no, are you just
Yeah, he's a melee, not a.
Yeah. I was thinking that it was going to be like traps, you know.
But this is mostly a positive thing. We either make progress or we don't. This isn't like
I mean, you could do a wasteland expedition because that doesn't require anything.
Are you good with resilience?
Probably.
What did you say, Danny?
I am good at resilience. Yeah.
Did you want to help with the workshop project?
That's a good idea. Yeah, I think we can do that.
Because you can use resilience for the workshop by putting in sweat equity.
Yeah.
So I've got the dice pool ready.
Okay.
David is totally saying, ace this. We only need 6 successes or a triumphant success.
Because I'm just that good.
Oh, look at Chug using that story point.
Yeah.
Put it in there for you.
It's not Chug doing it. It's this NPC guy that is recklessly using all these resources.
Underboss Fred.
You ready?
Yep. Hey, 2 successes and everyone is happy in doing it. So that's not bad. That currently you're sitting at 11 out of 15 for a workshop and 1 out of 15 for crops.
It's like some people ain't even trying.
Quick question. I have an ability that adds. I have a thing that's unrelated. It adds a success to a skill. How do I add that onto my skill itself?
On your skills, in the modifier section, you would want to put +1 and then S.
Perfect. I think I accidentally got it perfectly right. Thank you.
You just need 1 S, or 1 S works, because that's what I have on my thing. You don't need the plus.
All right.
So, yeah, I like my my I don't know, talent or whatever special ability being an intellectual is pretty awesome. Once per session, your character may spend a story point as an incidental. If they do so during the next check they make during that turn, you can count their ranks in that skill being as equal to their intellect.
It's nice. Having a big, beautiful brain.
Yep.
Okay,
that's pretty huge.
You guys go about your regular daily duties where, you're doing your stuff, and then outside the vault, unbeknownst to him and his partner who wandered off, who's looking for his box of dynamite that disappeared, we've got 2 mutants kind of scratching their head going, where did our stuff go at our camp? And all of a sudden our mutant is quick question, is Chug good at tracking?
I don't believe he is. That'd be survival.
Mm-hmm.
He's better than average.
Okay, so off camera we see on the wasteland these 2 mutants go walking in different directions, following all these tracks that are there that they can't quite make out, but Chug has a better idea than his partner, who went walking in the other direction. There's this total C-3PO R2 thing going on. As the camera pans through Vault 48, where we see all the levels where things have been built and patched and built again and patched again. And somebody was even so desperate that they went on and said, hey, let's start mining down below the vault. We'll totally totally see if we can find a way out through the bottom. And Waylon is totally doing his maintenance in the vault. As all of a sudden a bunch of alarms start blaring. And immediately, thanks to the diligence of our 3 vault dwellers, who I totally need to make minis, do you guys
Oh
want
my gosh.
to introduce yourselves to each other? Since, the 3 vault dwellers all know each other, but that way everyone else can know who these vault dwellers are. And does everyone have a picture on your character?
I do.
Where do we put that?
So when you pull up your character sheet, at the very top, you want to click the edit button, and it'll pop
No,
Oh,
up
you want
with an
no.
avatar.
Wait.
I
You want
see
to
it,
go
I
to
see it.
bio and info, and then edit.
1 second, I'll do that.
And you can also put a short description there if you wanted to. So, all right. Now, I know some of us already heard, but basically, Wayland's young 22-year-old, 5'10", muscular, dirty blonde hair with hazel eyes. His hair's kind of scruffy. So he's a fit young man with a happy-go-lucky attitude. Some people have noticed sometimes if things weren't working quite like he wanted, sometimes he tends to have a little bit of a temper. If the fix doesn't go right, he tends to get frustrated with himself. But other than that, good-looking young man, scruffy hair. Just basically runs his hand through his hair as a comb, which might have a little bit of working grease or something on it at the time. So, but he keeps the place running, constantly doing all these monotonous daily repairs and fixes around the place, and kind of daydreams once in a while of something more exciting.
He wants to get out into the sun.
Yep.
He heard about that sun once.
Yep. Ready for an adventure. Got to be more out there. Can't be that bad.
Can't be an endless supply of repair tickets.
Right? Next.
And apparently I am not able to save off the character sheet right now. So if you could Skype me your pictures real quick, that would be great.
Oh, let's see.
I put my picture in the chat. I got it on the character sheet. I just couldn't get it on the default token.
Trying to figure out where I have it at.
That's interesting now that you can't save right off the character sheet anymore.
Well, there's 2 spots in the bio. One to put your token and one to put the avatar. So.
Yep, unfortunately it's not letting me take the avatar one and stick it on the map.
What about the token one?
It's not working on either right now.
Huh.
So I will do them the old-fashioned way.
Well, let me see if I can copy mine, because I don't think I don't see it anywhere.
Normally if you go to home is how I find everything.
Right, but I'm just saying, I usually have a copy of it on my desktop or in a file, and I don't find it there. So see if I can copy it there.
Chug.
Were you gonna introduce yourself there, Anshin?
Oh, yeah, sure, I can do that. Hi, I'm Sadie Chambers. Black hair, green eyes. I do wear a pair of glasses. Some people say I need them, some people say I don't. Doesn't really matter. Most people will say this about me, but I am heavily attractive. Such flattering business and whatnot. But, yeah, some things about me. I like talking to people, conversing and whatnot. That's really fun to do. I'm not really one for doing manual labor and stuff. It's just never been kind of my type of thing to do. I guess that's one of the things that differ from me and my parents, but I guess you can't be the same.
Okay.
And that's what I got for mine.
What
Nice.
do you do all day long? Just talk to people?
I mean, it might seem like I'm not doing much, but
She's doing
realistically, I get a lot of things done.
stuff.
Because other people do it for me.
Alrighty. And Gary.
Okay, so I've got Jake here, who has styled his entire life based on the westerns he's seen and probably a false narrative from his parents and his parents' parents and his parents' parents regarding their great exploits back in the old Wild West that was once Arizona. So he's an older fellow and has tried to play the part of a sheriff to the best that he can here in the vault. So that is so I assume he's just made himself look at an older, so gray hair, mustache. That's him, Jake.
I mean, think of how many razors he's saved for future
Exactly.
generations.
It was
by
all.
growing
For
a
the,
mustache.
it was all for the. It was all for the.
And what
All for the vault.
What did you end up with for a weapon or pistola?
Oh, I got a 357 Magnum.
Okay, nice.
Do you feel lucky, Vault Punk?
I do. Well, it's a revolver, and of course, in all the movies they have revolvers, so that's good enough for me.
Yeah. Nice. Somebody with at least a real weapon. Good.
So who knows, like the actual? I'm sure this was handed down to me, and I believe that it was an actual like revolver one of my Western ancestors used, even though of course the 357 didn't exist then.
There you go.
But, okay, that is me. So who else do we have?
And then Eric is
Eric.
unbeknownst to everyone, but he is
He's-
outside the vault scratching his head.
Looking around. What?
Where'd
So
my
we don't
mini
know-
nuke
yeah.
cola go?
Excellent. So we don't know
It's
anything about the world outside the vault, right?
And yep, you know nothing of the vault other than when the doors closed, the bombs dropped, and your parents and your great grandparents were happy that you made it into the vault. And unbeknownst to you, you guys are actually 1 in a billion chance of being in a control vault, not some horrible, diabolical experimental vault.
Nice.
And Eric, just a heads up on your character, we're starting with this one as your everything should be zeroed out. So you start at 0 and you work your way up when you take wounds and strain.
Okay, that seems good.
Yeah, so it's actually the canon Genesys rules. So that way you can take wounds over your threshold, so it takes much longer to get you back on your feet.
Good.
Except from our poor mechanic who's so strained, almost single-handedly getting the project going. So
Right?
the bottom of the page, you should be able to see your tokens and touch and move them. Don't touch the ones over on the right. Those are my saved in case you delete them by accident ones.
Well, they're not on this
I
layer.
Yeah, I don't see tokens.
I don't see.
Maybe not on this page.
Maybe back on the page you used to be on, and not the one.
There
Yeah, I
we
see. I mean,
I am alive.
Number 5 is alive.
look at me.
Oh, there's two of us.
A handsome boy.
Yeah, don't touch the ones on the right-hand side because those are totally
Oh my
mine
gosh.
for an easy copy paste and not having to hunt down your minis. Okay,
All
so the now that we have your minis, the klaxons blare, and everybody immediately does what they've been doing for generations. Everybody here knows the drill. It's great watching this clockwork precision happen of everybody going to their danger station. And thankfully for the 3 of you, it happens to have you going up towards the top, at least after you were told people were saying help and summoning you back to the surface.
Something's broke again.
That is your life. Your life is your predecessor is glad you took the job because now it is not their life anymore. They have
But I'm damn good at it, though.
So what is going on up towards the top of the vault? People are screaming back.
As you guys totally run and jump in the little elevator. Thank God this elevator still kind of works as it does the shimmy, shimmy, shake, shake as you're going all the way up to the top level.
That's a lot of work. Because I'm assuming there's no elevator.
Oh no, there's actually an elevator. It still works.
Oh, okay.
Does the elevator win? Yep.
You're currently in said elevator. And
okay.
as soon as the elevator comes to a resting stop, the door opens up and you guys hear a blood-curdling cry come out.
That doesn't sound good.
Let's see here. Let's grab your minis because we forgot them. Let's grab some minis.
Mini. Who's got the minis?
One of these days, I wish Roll20 will give you a nice Alt-Tab and it pulls up the other page that you need to go to.
There we are. So the top of the map is where the elevator is. Is that correct? Or
that is correct.
Okay.
Yep. Oh.
Let's get rid of those extras.
Everybody else
so you
has
guys
a bus
hop
shot,
up
and
over
I'm
here.
a full first.
And immediately you hear a scream and this weird, bizarre noise you've never heard before. As it sounds like this mild scratching sound, just amplified.
And that's coming from the vault door?
It's
vault
coming
door is
from
here?
just shy of the vault door. This is the vault door, yep. It is perfectly closed as it's supposed to be. Everything is great.
David, that sound couldn't be the generator, could it? It doesn't sound much like it.
No,
yeah,
this large
unusual
device,
sound.
your engineer knows is meant to open the actual door. It has like a big drive shaft that goes to this and cranks the gate open. This is merely just some of your atmospheric stuff. Nothing important. Nothing important at all. And as you guys come around the corner, everybody give me a fear check. As you have seen something that you have never seen in your entire life.
Fear is what stat?
So that's going to be your resistance. Let me set your difficulty.
You mean resilience?
No, it's your discipline.
Discipline, that's what I thought, yeah.
Okay, I've got 3 greens, so I'm going to, when you're ready, tell me and I'll click the little die.
So
thankfully, give him a second.
It is average. So go ahead and make your check. I mean, this is some scary shit out of the holovids.
Great. Our one gunner freaking out.
Ooh.
All right.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Did I fail?
Oh, everybody
If you didn't get a
failed.
success, you basically fail. Yeah.
Yep.
Where do I see that?
So immediately, oh, go ahead.
Look at
No.
your dice roll there.
Yes.
So right below is the result, and then it'll give you suggestions. So if you don't have a little star like up above where Chug rolled, the stars are success. The little star tech symbols are advantage. So you basically got an advantage. If you forget what they are, you can hover over the symbol and it'll tell you.
Yeah, it must be not. I'm sorry, I apologize. I'm just getting used to Roll20. I'm not looking in the right place, so I'm here on my sheet.
So
on the
No,
right,
it's not on your
on
character
the
sheet.
right-hand column of Roll20 on the virtual table.
Oh,
chat
got it. Yeah, the right. So go to the
Right-hand
chat.
side at the.
There we go. Got it. Okay, got it. So I got one advantage, but that's it.
Right, and then it'll give you a lot of times suggestions on what you might do with what you got. So if you didn't get a star, you failed. Even if like I rolled a total wash,
Got it.
that's still a failure. It's just not really bad failure. So Anshin's failure is actually a little bit more than ours because he actually got a failure.
Well, it's reasonable. We've never seen anything other than people, right? I mean, in our entire
regular
lives.
people.
So
Yep.
this is not cool. Okay, so that happens.
And as you guys come around the door and look, you immediately see 3 dead, I'm assuming it's 3, we'll find out when I roll the dice, dead vault dwellers on the ground here, and giant freaking ants. We're talking these 4 are the smaller ones, and they're still bigger than some of the dogs you've seen in videos. You know, perhaps your vault has some actual living dogs. We'll find out later. But you see these giant ants basically have massacred a few people. And these little ones, and by the way, when you see the ones with the 2 dots like there, it's a minion group with 2 minions working in tandem.
Got it.
And one very large one that seems to have been the one that dispatched some of the people because of its mandibles are definitely covered in schmutz. And it seems to be very protective of the little ones that are basically chopping up and picking up the pieces as the gore that hits you guys of the seeing some of your, basically people you've known your entire life. There's less than 300 people in this vault. You know everybody here, And
They killed Kenny.
You just witnessed their murder. They were murdered, and not just murdered, but chopped up and being eaten. So since you failed, I mean, nobody's going insane or anything. That basically nobody majorly panicked. There's no despairs, no major threats. It just means that currently you have a solid aversion to what that is, and it's giant freaking ants. And you have a black setback dice for any actions you try to take because you got a case of the nerves.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not too bad. I mean, not too bad. Could always be worse. I mean, could be you threw your hands in the air and you ran away screaming. At least this was just, ooh, you got a case of the willies.
What are you talking about? I am throwing my hands in the air and running away.
That could totally be your thing.
Okay, so how does initiative work?
So at this very moment, where we are basically taking initiative, and I'm going to move Chug to the side. Chug will be here shortly.
Yep, and you're going to go to your weapons, talents, and powers tab.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's going to tell us, I'm assuming we're going to be rolling vigilance on that tab. You don't use your skill for initiative. You're going to you'll see initiative there at the very top. Yep.
So this is unexpected.
Yep, it is definitely unexpected seeing 5 giant ants chewed a hole through the wall in your vault, your home of homes, and are carrying off dead people.
Are you ready for us to roll?
Yep, so go ahead.
He has the turn order up. You can see it. So now you can roll. Wow, look at that. Damn.
That was pretty damn impressive.
Well, I've seen
Pretty good.
so many movies where a guy,
Right?
even though he's frightened, reached down and pulled that smoke wagon. So
He's like, so partner, I'm gonna go ahead and do this thing.
I don't know. I did pretty good with just 2 dice.
And you're hearing the very, very unsettling sound effect from like every horror movie in the 70s. It was really just
Right.
cicadas, but it's supposed to be giant insects. As we sort
Is Chug
the
also
initiative,
rolling?
not at the moment.
Okay.
We'll be bringing Chug in shortly. As you can see the initiative order, let's get that actually properly sorted. So it's going to be starting, we do initiative popcorn order style. So it's basically you guys can pick when you go. So if you want to say hold action, you can be the last one to go for the holding of the action. Or you can say, hey guys, I got a cool thing to do. I'm going to go first.
Yep.
So you guys have the first 3 initiative slots. So who would like to go first?
I will happily bust a cap if no one has any.
Go for it.
First,
I mean, if we can drop them without engaging, I'm happy.
As the mechanic's looking at his wrench going, do I really want to get this close? And
drop that body, you vile fiend. And I'll pull out the gun and I will bust a cap.
Yep.
Okay, so you're right there. 6 squares is short range, so basically 30 feet.
Okay.
So both of these 2 small ones and this big one
I
are
think
both
the big one was the one that chopped up the body, so I'm going to go for that. Unless anybody has another recommendation.
And
that's
you're
good.
short range, so it's only 1 purple. I've got your difficulty in there and the black dice since you're still kind of shook up with the fear.
Okay, and the skill for the revolver is ranged light, I believe.
Yep.
Actually, you're going to use the revolver under your weapons
tab.
Yep, and it's
there's a
ranged
dice
light.
right in the middle there.
Okay, ready?
Are you ready?
Maybe we should use a story point because I don't want to blow this thing away. If no one minds, I will use a story point. Okay.
Yep. Nope.
And then I will. So that is that factored
don't roll
in?
yet. I've
Yep, you
now
gotta give
added
them
it to you because I have to manually put it in there. So I've got an upgrade in there for you. So go ahead and shoot when ready. Now wait, I was just gonna say something real quick since it is your first time, and you're standing there. Do you want to aim as well? That's a blue dice.
Yeah, I should have aimed. Yep,
Okay, so I will let you. I'll clear the dice pool and go to the very tippy top of your character sheet and add 1 blue square dice, and make sure you click out of the box once you click 1, because if the little index guy is blinking, it's not going to count what the number is.
Got it. So I clicked 1 blue die, and now I do the dice roll again, right?
Yep.
Sorry about
exactly.
That.
So.
Okay.
Well, I was just looking for you to do the blue die.
Oh, screwed up again. Die. Okay. One more time. I got the blue die ready.
Okay.
Now what?
So just click the roll for just the blue die.
Oh, okay.
He's going to add it to what
Understood.
There you go. So we're adding that success and advantage to your 2 advantages, which saved your bacon because it was a miss with 1 advantage. Now you have a hit with 2 advantage. So if you look at that how to spend advantage cheat sheet, you have 2 advantage you can spend. You can either separate them as 2 1s or keep them as 2 2s. The important part is your gun hit. So it's going to be 6 damage plus 1 for every success, and you had 1 success, which means you did 7 points of damage.
Okay, and I will use my 2 advantage to add a blue die to someone's next check, one of my team members.
Okay, so you can do 1 advantage is to the next one of you to go, whichever, you don't really strategize it, it's just whoever's next gets 1. Or for 2 blue, you can give a specific person the boost.
Which one of you, David or Sadie would like the boost?
Well, you can actually just make it to the next person doing an action. So you don't have to pick a person.
I will make it to the next person.
Well, no, he was going to spend 2 to sign it, but...
Oh, you're going to do 2.
Or are you going to do 1?
I would just say this. You should probably give it to David because I'm about to take my turn, and you're not going to like it.
Got it, David. Okay.
And I will totally throw it out here for David. There's tons of pipes and equipment. So if you want to do like the mechanics to make a thing happen, this is.
Well, I do have a. Oh. Okay.
I'm talking about the
All right.
facility here is providing you ample equipment.
Okay. So, and one other point. So the other thing that you can spend advantage on when you look at your weapon there, you see your critical 3 for 3 advantage.
I could have done it critical, yeah.
Yeah, but it costs you 3 advantage to do that. So, yep.
And on
also, you can use advantages to give enemies disadvantages, like a black dice, or increase their difficulty rolls and stuff like that too. So that is also another thing you can do.
Yeah, so you could totally, with your 2 advantage, say, I'm going to give the first one of them to go a black, and the first one of us to go a blue.
Oh, let's do that. That sounds better. Okay.
That way it spreads it out. You know?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so who's going next?
I got this.
Oh,
okay.
You got this.
So yes, I got this. So here's what I'm gonna do. Ah! What is that? I moved there and I had my turn.
Okay.
You're not gonna do something super cool?
Oh, I was
I'm
gonna say
afraid right now. I can't do shit.
Women and children. Good.
Right.
Exactly. Women
There's
and children.
totally an intercom.
My values are shaped by 1950s cowboy.
Oh, there's an intercom?
There's totally an intercom on the wall.
Oh, yeah.
You want to like
that could
click on
actually
the
be more
intercom
useful than me standing here.
Yeah. I'll press the intercom. Be like, I just want to report. There's monsters in the vault. There's monsters. Okay.
That's good. The reinforcements are good. That's actually a good thing.
Yeah.
Where
so
are all your skills, by the way? I don't see any of your skill ranks in your character sheet.
She doesn't remember. She doesn't have skills. She uses other people to do things. So it's
I have a single skill rank, and that's in cool. Everything else I put into upping attributes. So
no, but when you start a character, you get 4 ranks and 4 of your career skills.
Oh, I gained 4 ranks.
Did you forget the very basic building block part?
Yes, I did.
Apparently.
But to be fair, like they wouldn't help in this situation anyways. So.
As she
That's
runs,
fine, but
she runs and jumps on the intercom.
Oh wait, we got 4 ranks. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, when you start, you get 4 ranks in the 8 skills that you have. So basically, half of your skills you have 1 rank in, and then you spend your points in. It looked like on your character sheet, I thought you did that.
I had only a rank in.
I had my career skills, but I guess not the actual skill upgrade.
So I have 3 more to spend then, right?
Well,
is that correct?
That actually you have 4 because that's one that you purchased that you put in on coordination. So you as well need to put 4 ranks in 4 of your 8 career skills.
Nice. Yes, nice. Okay.
And they can't double. You can't put them in more than 1 each.
Yeah, it's basically 1 pip in each one.
4 different skills.
Okay. While you do that, I suddenly got more competent.
And the camera totally focuses on Sadie's hip. Is this beautiful 45 Colt?
But you could put one if that was a bot rank in the
coordination.
No, in light in your weapon.
Well, I'll just do that.
You could put a second one there for the free one.
No, that was a story point upgrade.
Yeah, it was a story point upgrade. So we're good. We'll do
okay.
Yeah. We're good.
I see what you're talking.
Wait, so then James, I'm a bit confused then. Okay, so we get 1 rank in each of our career skills due to our back, right?
4.
No, you have 8 career skills, and you have 4 single ranks in 4 of those 8. So pick the 4 skills that you want to be trained in, and that's the 4 points you get. So on your character sheet, you should see a total of 5 yellow dice, because I notice you only have 1 yellow dice.
Yeah, I just updated, so now I have 5 yellow dice.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so you get on the intercom and you holler down below.
Mm-hmm.
Women and children to the very lowest levels. And
I beat the insects. So.
Jake, I can totally tell you on this big ant that you shot, you put a tiny little bullet hole about the size of a 357. Which should have been much more impressive, you thought, since this is the first giant ant you've ever shot.
Is it the first time you actually shot your
It
revolver?
may be the first time I've ever shot something that's like a
I mean,
thing.
he's quick drawing it and everything else, but have you actually shot?
No, I'm going to say
before?
this is the first time I've ever actually shot a living thing.
Yeah, you probably practiced and dry fired forever, but
The rest
like,
of the time,
wow,
he
that
walks
was
around
really.
pistol whipping people.
Yeah, he's like, that's really freaking loud. Jesus, is that really how loud they are? Like, damn it.
Okay, so she called
All
for help.
right.
David, your turn.
Yeah, I'm looking here because.
I wonder if there's like something you could spray them with, like coolant or something. Isn't there coolant or something? I feel like
There's totally all kinds of different pipes and valves.
This is a narrative
knobs.
system. Can we say there's like coolant or something we can spray?
Yeah,
I would say yes.
that's. I mean, and for a story point, there definitely is, like right over their heads for a story.
David, I would say there's like coolant or something that they wouldn't like about them. That's just my opinion.
Probably.
I'm not a mechanic.
Well, yeah. I mean, because, yeah, my other option is I go up with the sap glove, and I don't really want to go up there.
I'm going to smack you again.
So, yeah, if there's like a switch or some valves that I can operate to attempt to, like, a fire system or something, that would be
like
awesome.
The fire spray stuff. They wouldn't like that.
The sweet bread and butter of every vault, so you don't die in a fire. Go ahead and give me your mechanics check as you run over to the emergency system and you totally slap one of the things. Now, which ant are you aiming for specifically?
I'm going to go for the big guy.
Okay, go for the big guy. I mean, after all, the little ones are just chopping up and taking body parts and leaving.
Right?
And as horrible as that is, they're dead. I mean, that's...
Yeah, unfortunately.
No. The worst part is they're taking the bodies. You have a procedure of what happens with the bodies. Those go down to recycling level.
What's up with that? Oh. They probably just don't know the procedure. They're new here. So.
Yeah,
that's our nutrients. Those go to the mushroom vault.
Oh God! All right, you ready?
Yep.
Cornstarch, corpse starch. That's what they call it.
All right. Wow.
Damn.
So that was good, sort of, but
wow,
jacked something up, I'm sure.
So we'll say 5 is the base damage. Holy shit.
All right, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, yeah.
A lot of successes.
As it is filling the area around him with steam.
All right.
Wow. For 9 points damage. That's pretty impressive. Is it? It recoils and gives this horrible sound effect where it's just like little antennas are twitching in the gas that's shooting out.
No, don't start
it's still
nothing.
Standing?
Won't be nothing.
It is still standing. Its carapace soaks some damage. But you're seeing its carapace has got like bubbles underneath it where the flesh is cooking, but the carapace is keeping it all intact. This little spray shoots out the bullet hole on its head where its insides are kind of boiling out, but there's nowhere to go out except you see its thorax expand.
I think this is actually more traumatizing than seeing.
Right. So that's all the great news. So tell me the bad news. What did I break?
So for the 3 threat, all of a sudden there's these warning lights you've never seen turn on before. And they kind of like descend from the ceiling where they were recessed and the warning lights are going off. Something about contamination, follow procedures, something.
That sounds like a tomorrow problem.
Excuse me.
I don't know. It might
be that sounds like an in 5 minutes problem.
You totally see the air from outside is blowing inside as some of the steam dust is fluttering towards your general direction, and you're just like, uh-oh. Something about decontamination on the sketchy, bad movie theater speaker that you can barely make
Shit.
out.
I saw something about this in my books somewhere.
And first thing that happens is these little guys totally pick up what they've got, and they're just like, nope, we don't want to deal with whatever the fuck that was. Whatever that was, it's loud, it's noisy, and it's making the food taste bad. And they're running off through the very large hole that you could have two people walk abreast through this opening.
Yeah, that's a problem.
And you're just hearing them make that skittery, scratchy scratch sound. As this guy's not looking too good. He looks pretty bad actually, but
Good.
he is angry, and he is totally creeping
Going
up,
for me.
and
Wobbling forward.
he's gonna take
Attack
a
Jake.
drunkenly
Go for it.
staggering bite on Jake.
Go
Does
for it.
Jake have any melee defense?
Don't know what that is. Do I? I have a vault suit. That's it.
Okay, so yeah, with the vault suit, you don't. Up on your top of your character sheet where your wounds, soak, and strain are, there's defense, and there's two different types. One is from
Yeah,
ranged
I
attacks,
don't have
the
it.
other is
No.
melee.
Nope.
As you totally look at your mechanic and say, "We should have brought a shield." And the ant is going to melee your ass. Basically, it's going to
Okay.
take its very large mandibles
And
and
try to
take
bite
a
him.
bite out of you.
Go for it.
And again, more of those alarms are going off, and there's some weird noise, and they're like, just what's going on? People on the intercom are asking your friend back there of what's going on up there. Tell us something.
Giant monsters! What else do I need to say?
As the mandibles attack you and come down. Oh.
But there's a dice roll. You went too quick. I rolled a story point.
So I will totally give Gary the choice. Do you want me to re-roll that or give back the dice, the story
But you'll
point?
give them a
It'll
purple
turn
and
one
a
of those
red
purples
dice
red.
that you'd be rolling.
What do you think? I don't know the rules well enough.
So
Yep,
with
with the
roll
purple
as
in there
it
or
is,
red in
he
there,
hit.
good chance of
Yeah, the red's really bad.
of them having a bad turn of luck. So
However, you did kind of defend yourself and did some damage.
Yeah.
Hit you.
Yeah. Okay. We'll let it stand.
Okay, so I'll give you back that point. Okay, so it bites you for 6, 7, 8 points of damage before soak.
Okay.
So if
that's
you
4 damage.
click
4
on your
wounds.
mini, yep, exactly. So if you click on your mini, you'll see that you've got the red circle is your wounds, the green circle is your strain, and the blue circle is your soak.
Okay, so I get 4 wounds.
Yep, and exactly that. Just type and hit enter, and it'll show you a little life bar there. As it bites you in the shin, and you just like kind of pistol whipped it and did
Motherfucker!
basically 2 more points of damage to it. So it's looking really drunk and sick right now. It's making this gacking sound that you're not quite sure what it is. But it's
a bad sign.
Not pleasant. And this is the first time you've ever seen what in the encyclopedia in what's left of the library, because they obviously used a lot of paper for different paper product reasons. This is a fire ant, but they look a lot smaller.
They seem a lot smaller on the movies. Well, who knows?
So we're back to the top of the order.
Now if I shoot this bastard again, I'm really upset with it.
So there is a thing, since you're engaged, with him, it's harder for you to shoot someone when you're engaged. Do you want to step back a step?
Oh, yeah. Can I
There
step
is
back
no
a step?
attack of opportunities to worry about.
Yeah, I would like to step back a step.
Okay.
That's my
minor. And if you need to on the map, you can hold down Alt and move fragments of a square. So that way we just know that you're not adjacent, so he'll have to chase after you.
Okay, sorry. Alt. Yeah. Okay, I'll just take one step back and then just shoot him at
Casual
close
step
range.
back and shoot him in the face. That's one of the easiest shots ever. Let me put your difficulty in there.
Thank you. I'm getting the hang of this. Let me get my character sheet back up.
I've got your difficulty of 1 purple and 1 black.
Okay, and
If
then
you like, you can take 2 strain to do a second maneuver, such as aiming.
Yeah,
if
I
you
think
want.
I will take 2 strain.
I mean, I always say make sure you got a few points of strain on your sheet because you never know when you get extra advantage and you just want to get strain back.
Yeah, I'm going to
Because
take 2 strain.
the nice thing
So-
is strain will go back and forth all the time.
Yeah, so I'll take 2 strain and I'll do that.
Okay, I got the blue in there for you.
Increase my strain. Strain is green, right?
Yep, strain is the green
Okay.
one. Perfect.
Got it. Okay, now I will go ahead and click my range die, right?
Yep. Shoot that son of a bitch. Oh, Jesus, where was that 5 minutes ago? Okay, so
Success, a triumph, and a bunch of advantage.
how much is your
Oh, I can do a critical with 3 of the advantage.
Well, first give me your damage.
So the damage is 6.
Yep, plus your successes.
Plus 1 success.
Okay, so
7.
after his soak, the bastard is still alive by
So
1
I'll spend
point.
3 for a critical.
Okay, so critical on the ants. Let's see what happens as we find out his critical. And let me double check because I think he's got a thing. He's got a durable thing.
Oh, decreases the
Yeah,
crit by
he does
10.
have durable 1, which reduces the crit by 10.
10 points.
They're made of strong stuff.
Got it. And then I have 2 left, so I'll do the. Well, I still have a triumph too, don't I?
Yeah, you still have the triumph. So you use 3 advantages to crit. You still have 2 advantages and a triumph. I mean, with the triumph, that's totally narrative of something amazeballs. You could totally have this thing, since it is down at 1 wound left. That's it. It's you've like destroyed one of its legs when it attacked you and you kicked it back. It's all jacked up. It's looking like a stiff breeze can finish it. For that triumph, it would totally run away if you want to let it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. Yeah, let's say that it does that. At this point, it's so damaged it just flees.
Okay, so for your triumph, it slowly staggers and does this disgustingly slow runaway on its turn. It's still other people's turn.
It's already partially cooked meat.
Yeah, exactly.
So you have no doubt it's going to be running away, and you still have 2 advantage to spend. So you could get two strain back, or you could pass a black.
I don't think there's any immediate threat, so I'll just get 2 strain back.
Okay. See, that's how the strain mechanic works.
Got it.
It constantly goes back and forth. In a magic setting, it's great because you use strain for your mana.
Cool.
The
Okay,
only
so there's now a large hole in me.
There is a large hole over here.
So, David, we don't have any way of fixing that hole over yonder, do we?
Well, not right away. We'll have to assess it once the ant's definitely gone or taken care of.
So I assume we're out of combat right now?
Well, technically still in it if anyone wants to finish the ant off.
Yeah, someone can finish the ant off. That's fine.
Yeah. I'm going to go up and smack it. I don't know that it's going to run away, so I'm going to...
It looks severely jacked up. You might be brave enough to go beat it right now.
And,
I say
it's partially cooked meat, so,
I mean, it might not taste the best, but it's still food.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Never had ant.
Okay, so you're going up there and you're going to sap glove it?
I'm going to sap glove it.
Okay. Got the difficulty in there for you.
All right.
Hey,
nice.
3 successes. So, wow. 8
Crunch.
points of damage with your glove as you take your meat
Just
fist
cave
and
its head in.
drive it into its face. As you got revenge for your friends that aren't with us anymore.
Put a hole in my wall.
I'm gonna have to work for days to fix that.
Right?
Okay. So you guys realize that these things, somehow were exploring underground, as you've read about ants do in those books, and they tore a hole through the vault and busted in here, and conveniently.
Yeah, all the books I've read, ants are not anywhere near that big. I mean, there was big ants, but I mean,
Oh,
I don't know
so
what's
they're
going on here.
This is
ants.
inconceivable.
So
Beyond
David,
anything I've
Okay,
researched.
I'll just report that. It looks like there were ants that broke into the vault. Everybody be careful.
so David, Sadie, do we have any way of knowing if that air over there is safe? We've been sealed in here for so long. Do we know if it's safe outside? I'd hate for all
Well,
the
the
youngins in the vault to
system
get
for
sick.
Wouldn't we be dead already if it's unsafe?
well, it depends on what it's unsafe with.
Oh,
But
that's
the
comforting.
obviously,
Well, doesn't bad air kill you in like a minute or something like that?
Extensive vault science.
no.
As there's a
The
little
alarms.
built-in Geiger counter going tick, 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 tick.
I was gonna say well, I'm assuming nobody has a Pip Boy, so the alarm system saying there's something environmentally wrong here, so we want to be cautious. So let me check some of the controls around here.
I think I'm gonna go downstairs and make sure people are feeling nice and happy and calm people down.
I'll stay up here with you, David, in case you need anybody watching.
Appreciate it. Yes,
in case
if
those
you'll
fellas come
watch-
back.
Yeah, if you'll watch my back. So
I'll get reinforcements. That's what I'll do.
Sadie,
That's a
that's
good
a fine idea.
And the best part is Jake now has a classic cowboy, hobble.
I do. I've actually shot something.
And you've been hitting the legs, so you got that cowboy hobble. Gives
I
you
know,
that classic
right?
Oh man, this is so cool. I've
And
waited
I
like
will-
50. I've waited like 52 years to be this cool, but finally.
so Sadie's jumping in the elevator and heading back down.
Oh yes, I'm trying to get away ASAP.
Jake's totally on vigilance point here, making sure nobody attacks Waylon, as Waylon's gonna go patch that hole up, I bet.
So can we
Well, I'm
see
gonna
through the
go-
hole? How far is the hole?
You can
Yeah,
clearly see the hole. It's like a good 8 foot wide, almost perfect circular, and it goes and makes a quick turn. It's pitch black, so you totally would want to grab one of the utility lights if you want to go out there. But you totally hear distant scratching noise.
Yeah. Well, right now I'm concerned with the alarm going off. So whatever control panels or what, I want to see what this alarm's about, what it's indicating.
It's totally saying something about pressure increasing due to some equipment. The big thing too is the contamination levels. Basically, it's
Right.
saying
Well, that's
that
what I'm trying to figure out. Yeah.
the environmental seal of Vault 48 has been compromised.
Okay.
And then it
So it's
totally
really-
gives you a pop-up that you've never seen before, where it says initiate emergency evacuation. Yes, no. I mean, Brett, it's the perfect time to give you the option.
Where
Yeah,
would we
no.
evacuate to? I'm not quite clear on what it's telling us, young man.
Yeah. No. I'm selecting no.
Okay, you option for no, and the little engine here that would open the big vault door slowly quiets from its standby mode it was popping into. And you do have enough materials to make a barricade at the opening there if you want. You could even make a barricade that could be opened later if you want. Unless you roll poorly.
Yeah.
I think that's within his skill set.
Yeah, I mean, there's access out. We need to explore this. I mean, or going somewhere. So yeah, we need to explore that. So.
So David, do you want to head out now or seal it up and see what the
Well, let's
volunteers want to do?
barricade it to protect the vault.
Okay, give me a mechanic.
But I'll make one that's got like a door. Whoops, what the hell? A sealed door type setup. Makeshift. Once I get back in, some reason it popped me out.
And the worst part is you notice that ant gacked up some stuff when you crushed its skull open.
Yeah,
That it
no
must have
protection then.
eaten. And you're seeing shiny little metal bits under its face, covered in its little folic acid bile.
Did that thing chew through the vault wall? That seems unlikely.
Yeah, that seems weird, but I mean, ants
it
aren't
is what it
supposed to be
is.
that size either. I saw pictures of kids with like
Oh,
little
land
farms
farms. Yeah, they're like.
in some of the books. So I don't know, man. This is wild, but we got to protect the vault. So I will make a makeshift but openable type door set up.
Okay, go ahead and roll your mechanics check.
All right. Mechanics, because I'm good at that. Look at that.
Holy shit, for your 3 advantage, I will say it's a sealable, resealable door if you would like.
It is dope. Now is Chug outside of this hole? Would Chug know where the hole is?
Yep.
Is Chug doing
He's going to be
something?
outside dealing with the ants in his own special way, which is hunting down the damn ants that stole his soda. As
Fucking ants.
you come by and you inspect the ants, carcass, the Geiger counter built into the wall is kind of clicking that this thing is mildly radioactive. But the weird thing is, as you walk by and step in the goo, you notice that there's 56 bottle caps covered in rust from its bile.
Shit. We'll get that up and
As you're
clean
like,
it up.
bottle caps? What's this all about?
Yeah, we wouldn't really know that yet, huh?
As we get a montage, if you give them a second glance of, okay, apparently
They're kind of nifty
soda
looking.
fix.
Yeah, I guess.
And we get
metal.
This montage of you guys, one of you cuts its head off and takes it down with you because you need proof, right?
Yep.
Now, quick question.
Let's wrap it in something because it is radioactive, so maybe some burlap or something.
So, Sadie, quick question. When you ran down the elevator, did you go down and cause a panic, or did you try to calm people down?
Sadie,
calm down, people. I am good now. I'm good now. I just had a quick fight. It was something I did not expect. I'm good now.
If it wasn't for Sadie's leadership, we'd all be dead.
So we have a quick montage of everybody's looking as you guys come walking with this big ass ant head that's the size, it's bigger than a motorcycle helmet. As you guys come there, people are freaking out. They're like, the alarms, the vault is sealed, we're all gonna die, imminent death. Women are gagging their children's faces with their hands, saying, "Don't breathe the air," even though you guys kind of realize if that was the case, you'd all be dead already. As all of a sudden, all the underbosses are in all the underseers are in the overseer's office, and you guys are deciding that this requires quick action. As everyone looks at the mechanic because they realize a vital piece of equipment was ripped off the wall and is missing up there. As we've now, of course, Jake sent a couple of his security guys up there just to make sure, just in case, that everything is safe up there. And what is that vital piece of equipment that's missing, Wayland? The piece of equipment that will cause the vault to fail in 290 days.
Probably.
Like a recycler?
I was going to say part of the purification system, probably.
It's the 290-day backup power generator.
We should have bought the 291 day. There's only an extra $5.
Yeah. Probably part of the air purifier system, I'm guessing. That would probably have something up that area.
Okay. So
a long-term project will be to get a new one of those. We got that.
Yeah.
Conveniently, all the other underbosses are like, "Oh my God, Jesus! We almost got the workshop done. We almost got the plants to grow." And one of the guys is like, "Dude, not a single seed is sprouted. Shut up."
Fucking plant.
We're gonna be growing wrenches before we grow tomatoes. And
well, I'll have you know, I did try my hardest on the crops. Okay, I'm just not feeling.
Oh, hey, you made progress. I'm not complaining.
And then immediately one of the underbosses looks at Sadie and says, "You know what, Sadie, you're right. This needs instant action. I nominate Sadie to take a team out of the vault through that tunnel and see if they can find the missing parts, or if not, see if the surface is habitable so we can evacuate before the year is out. And immediately the three other underbosses all raise their hands.
Jesus.
Excuse me? You want me to?
And they look at you three like, are you giving a yay or a nay vote? There's 4 votes for yes. There's 3 of you.
I'm a yay.
You're a
Yeah,
yay? That's
Of course,
5 votes?
of course make it like, I'll do what I got to do, but ultimately I want to get out of the vault, so
Why did
but I'm
I
not
get?
gonna.
Oh,
And
Sadie, you won't be going out alone.
and ever since Doc Brown passed away, we haven't had a physician, but we're assuming since you haven't died, you guys should be fine going out on the surface, right? Yes, it should be perfectly fine.
So
And
do we have somebody?
wait, but that's not
do we
how
have
that
anybody
works.
with any medical training, or are we just?
the vault has no doctor.
Oh no.
You have smart people that have tried to set bones. I don't know about the sepsis shit you keep talking about, but people die in their sleep. It's the sleepy death syndrome.
I mean, I'm sure I can figure some of it out. I mean, I got 4 intelligence.
Yeah, that's better than me. So
Currently, there's a janitor wearing the doctor's coat saying, I'm the doctor now. By process of elimination, I am the doctor. I'm the only one left in the facility that can wear the coat.
And let me
So-
guess, you think asbestos is good for keeping you warm at night?
It is.
So the underbosses vote, and since the 3 of you have already been contaminated, it makes perfect sense that the 3 of you go, because the vault can't really spare anybody else. But we thankfully know that Sadie has that antique 45, and Jake has that antique 357, and Wayland has the skills for wailing with his fists.
Hey, he crushed an ant, so I'm just saying he's going for.
Don't make it a better case for us to go out.
And the thing is, as one of the underbosses cracks this little, it's the classic DEF CON 1 card where it's got the secret codes and things, because you all have heard the stories through the generations that the overseer that should be sitting in his chair in charge never made it into the vault. So your forefathers all built a committee of underbosses that ruled by, if you have 5 votes, it passes. It's worked for them quite well. It's kept the peace. Everybody feels like they have a vote and a voice. And they decide, so are we opening the vault door, and as the guy flips the little crack card that he can break it open and get the code, or do you want to try that tunnel that the ants have left?
Well, Sadie, it'd probably be a little safer for us to go out the tunnel, right? We wouldn't be opening up the whole vault to everyone.
Well, I don't
Well,
want
I mean,
to
we
really
can-
run into those ants.
Oh, that's a good point.
They were pretty big.
Can open and reclose the vault door, so we can.
That
Go
sounds
on.
smart then.
Wait, can we though? Because I think we need a Pip-Boy for that. Right, to open it from the outside?
Hey, we can knock. Is there an intercom?
Well, that was part of my job. That was part of what I was going to suggest.
Yeah,
is
and
part of us leaving
also,
is that we requisition a Pip-Boy. So.
And also, I believe reading a very old Nat Geo magazine that going near ants makes them angry.
Yeah, that's a fine point.
Ooh, that's
I think. I'm not sure. I don't remember. I didn't pay attention in school.
Okay, so what is so Pip-Boy is the wrist thing from the video game, right?
Yep.
Yes,
Character.
it's the Vis computer that are very overpowered.
Will they?
And very good.
Overpowered. They give you exactly what you need.
Yeah, everything. I mean, you can hack computers, open vault doors, use it as a flashlight.
Yeah,
get
that sounds like
map markers.
that sounds like a one of you two should get that if they're willing to give one up.
No, like if you somehow find one, that is a really good one.
Now, of course, it sounds like somebody's going to want to try to negotiate the vault out of equipment.
I think that sounds like a Sadie job.
Yeah, well, hopefully.
Yes, so I believe if we are going on this very important excursion that is for the benefit of all the vault dwellers here that we will need some equipment for the maximization of our survival. Because if that doesn't occur, then what? You're just going to be able to send 3 more people? You just said a few minutes ago that we're the 3 best and pretty much only chances we have right now. So don't you want your best chance to go out there with the best equipment?
Ooh, that's a good
That's
point. And
smooth.
they're like, harumph, 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 harumph,
Hey, fucking, you said just what we said. Fuck.
harumph.
Damn it.
Yeah, but they use it to play solitaire.
That sounds like some kind of roll with advantage. Yeah, that is funny. I do like the idea that regardless of how far in the future we go, every basic device of some type still comes with a solitaire game.
Whoa, mine didn't come with Uno.
Or Uno or something. Uploaded AI consciousness 100 years from now. Still has.
Ooh, but
Type. Okay.
rarity 10. Okay.
Maybe some kind of roll. If she
So do
gets
you want me to
success.
roll negotiation?
So you're going to try to negotiate them out of a Pip-Boy, huh?
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, it does drastically increase our chances for me to be able to repair things and do stuff. And
Oh, I just wanted so that if we have to get back into the vault, it'll be easier. That's literally it.
yeah, well,
The other stuff
I'm
is just a
looking at a
bonus.
greater use of it. So
Yeah, of course you are. You're the mechanic. You have the knowledge to do so. I just play solitaire Uno on it, so you know.
yeah.
And you flipped the lights story point there, right?
Yep.
Did.
Okay, so I've got your upgrade in there. It's a rarity 10 item, so that's a daunting check. Ooh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know.
Well,
that's scary.
but if you don't ask, I mean,
That's true.
even
Yeah.
the old ones, I'm trying to find them.
Yeah, I'm looking on page 207. They're rarity 10s.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
all
Okay,
all
so
of
you
them are
ready?
rarity 10. Yep. As
Damn.
they're just like, we only have 1 Pip-Boy left out of the 200 we were issued hundreds of
What the fuck
years
have you been
ago.
doing with them?
We will use it to avenge your death if you don't come back.
Hey, if we didn't ask,
Yeah, it
then
doesn't hurt to
you
ask.
don't know.
True.
So
What do
they,
you want for that one threat? Just a strain?
yeah, just go ahead and take 1 strain. As you ask, and they kind of like laugh, and you kind of wilt. As you're like, "Don't laugh at me. I'm the youngest underboss at this table. Don't laugh at me."
Yes, and just because I won't tell you my age because I'm a woman, you never ask a woman her age, doesn't mean I don't deserve respect.
As they have this beautiful ceremony for you guys where everybody gets extra algae water rations. As everyone's like,
Delightful.
"Yay, we're drinking green sludge twice as much." As they basically, give you guys lots of handshakes. That's the best thing you get is like everybody shakes your hand. Even though you touched the big, mildly radioactive ant, they still shake
Uh,
your hand.
would I be able to do a charm roll to try to get the morale of the vault just a bit higher? As I'm shaking people's hand, bringing up the spirit?
I like that. You know what? You'll get a free upgrade on that one because you're big. You're big damn hero.
Yes, we defeated the ants.
Go ahead and make your roll as you're basically doing the whole parade feel. You're feeling this parade.
All right. Hey,
As
there we go.
as people are cheering and clapping, you would swear that she is the belle of the parade. As some guys hoist you up on their shoulders at one point.
By the way,
Delightful.
there should have been a blue in there, and the blue was a success advantage. So
Oh, even better. As you get
yeah.
hoisted on some people's shoulders, they parade you right to the door. As they open, the mechanics guys from the workshop open the door and they pat you on the back and they're just like, oh yeah. Before you go, I don't know what it means, but we took up those metal bits that came out of that ant and we put them here in Bob's best darned sock. And there's this old sock that's been sewn like 500 times. So it's got stitches on stitches on stitches. And the 50 some odd bottle caps are in there. And one of the guys is like, my wife joked, if nothing else, you could beat something over the head with that.
Well, that's very kind of you.
Hey.
Now,
So I have 50 bottle caps now. Let's go.
It was 56, wasn't it?
yep, it was 56.
Oh, 56. Okay, I'll make a note of that.
Yes, because I totally have a macro for random drops. And
Yes, 56 bottle caps for the party that you're carrying. Thank you.
Hey, to be fair, I have a 13 threshold encumbrance because I chose to get a backpack and loading gear. So
as you guys are heading out
I can
the
carry stuff,
tunnel,
at least.
who's going first?
Not me.
As one of you is conveniently provided a flashlight, if you haven't already been provided one. Don't worry, as soon as someone rolls 2 threat,
You want to take
batteries
it?
will
It's a
die.
mechanical thing.
I'll take the flashlight so I can see what I'm repairing and stuff, because I'm sure I'll probably come in more handy with it. So let me add that to my list before I do anything. Flashlight.
Flimsy flashlight. Don't roll any threat.
What's that?
I said flimsy flashlight. Don't roll any threat.
All right. Well, I'll fix that. It'll be much better by the time I'm done with it.
Pull the batteries out, rub them on your sleeve, put them back in after shaking them. Hey, look, it works.
All right.
So who's going on point in the tunnel?
I will go first.
Oh, I thought we were going out the vault. Oh.
Oh, no, we're in the vault. I think we're going out the vault. I suggested tunnel.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we can always, I believe the vault had some kind of an external comm system, right?
It should.
Yeah, I thought it had, you could talk to the people in the vault if you came to it. But yeah, we'll go out the door and seal the door and leave that door shut and sealed and that. So
as all of a sudden there's this flashback to when the people were running in here in a panic and the door slammed shut and nobody wanted to go to the intercom to hear the screaming.
Right.
The people saying, just open the door.
I will operate per manuals the vault doors to open them.
You do the whole process. They crack the card to give you the code, and you totally, put the code in, and the drill shaft comes down out of the ceiling onto this motor that starts turning up, and it connects, and it goes all the way to the vault door, and it pulls in the gear, and then rolls, and you realize that the vault door was like 4 feet thick. And as the door sucks in that last inch, all of a sudden you feel atmospheric change and your ears all pop all at once. As there's this whoosh, and the vault grinds to the side as you hear some noise up ahead. So who's heading out the door first?
I'll go first unless somebody else wants to.
Nope. Go ahead. You got the gun. But I followed right behind.
And we'll
Okay,
have
so you guys
Sid in
come
the back.
out, and immediately you're expecting to be hit by this thing called the sun that you've been told about but have never experienced except in videos. And it's pitch black and underground when you get on this little platform that somehow survived the blast.
This isn't quite what I expected.
And you totally realize that it's like some kind of cave with some reinforced wall exposed. Go ahead and give me a perception check. Are you using the flashlight, by the way?
Yes.
Okay.
So do you want
so I don't have to worry about
David? Want David to make the perception check?
Me or him?
Either or. If you're both coming out together with the flashlight between you.
I only got 2 green, so
I have 2 green too. So nope.
Oh, well, actually, I have 3 green, but I guess I'm in the back. So.
Yeah. So I'll let you go since you're first. I'll let you make the roll.
Okay. I will make the roll. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
As you look around and you see lots of rocks that collapsed off the ceiling, and there's mud on the ground. You see clearly you've got this little platform here that comes around to these steps, And there's lots of long, angry-looking shadows at the moment.
Does that platform go up somewhere? Is that how we get out, David?
Nope. It's a platform that goes, you would walk down that platform, down the ramp.
Oh, yeah.
Basically,
we're basically right here.
Oh, okay, got it.
And the all-impressive looming darkness has got your attention.
Yeah. So you rolled, three failures. It's dark. It's,
It is your first time.
scary.
You are looking at shadows thinking they are bugs for a second. All of a sudden, a rock gives a ant head shape, and you waving your pistol at it. Thank God there was no threat, so you didn't discharge.
Though you do have 2 advantage that you can use for something.
Would you like
You
to
could
pass
maybe-
that to a blue to someone else? Would you?
Yeah, I'll pass a blue to, well, Sadie's in the back, so maybe she can see something. Sadie, you want to move your little character thing?
Blue to the next person to go. Yeah.
Yeah, Sadie, why don't you look around?
As
And
you
I'll get my
totally
blue to
gesture
Sadie.
back to your fearless leader, saying, "Yeah, Sadie, leading the expedition. Why don't
Okay,
you
can
come
I
on
borrow
in?"
the flashlight, please?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'll
I
sit
will
back.
take the flashlight and look around. And
You can look with the light from the flashlight. You don't necessarily need to hold the flashlight to do
no,
that.
that's fine. That's
Everybody
fine.
loves a flashlight.
Someone's
Yes.
worried about the flashlight ending up in someone's backpack and not back where it belongs.
Well, or something moves and it gets thrown or dropped.
Nope, that's reasonable. We only have one
Okay. I might have freaked out a bit about the giant ants, but to be fair, they were giant ants that ate through steel.
That is a true thing. Sadie,
That is
anything?
very scary.
It
Ants
is.
should not
so.
be able to eat through steel.
Old eyes can't pick through the shadows.
But anyways, whatever you wish. So I guess I'll just look around. I got a blue. Do you want me to put it in there, or are you gonna put it?
Yes,
I've got the blue in there.
Okay, cool. Ready?
Yep.
Hey.
She's so scared she sees something.
So when you wave the flashlight over here, you see something that gets your attention. First, it's a bit of metallic shiny under the rocks and the dirt clump there. And then you see something that, really gets your attention because it looks like a boot. A really not bad condition boot. You can see the tread on the boot. All of your boots have no tread. They've been rubbed down to smooth rubber. And you're seeing a Vault Tech boot that's completely intact with, brand new, right out of the plastic look tread.
There's a boot over there that is pretty much mint condition.
I don't think anybody was allowed to come up here.
Yeah.
Unless they didn't make it to the vault. I don't know. Let's take a look.
Okay, but wouldn't that at least have some debris or decay on it after these few hundred years-ish?
Okay, get a little closer. What do we see?
So definitely looks like something buried. It'll take a few minutes for you guys to dig out. You guys gonna dig it out?
Yes.
No rolls needed.
Sure. I mean,
okay.
Good boots.
I will keep watch to make sure nothing sneaks
I'll put
up.
the gun back. And
you guys first. The biggest thing you find is the metallic. You start cleaning that off real quick, and you find out it is the absolute ruined husk of a Mr. Handy. That's the cool robot ball with the multi-legs. It is absolutely wrecked.
That's sad.
It looks like it jumped on something and used itself as a shield to protect it. And underneath, you pull that boot off, and the boot slides off. And of course, it's horribly moldy and dirty. And this dust cloud of blackness comes out of the opening in the boot as you see a skeleton just sitting there where you pulled the boot off its foot.
Oh.
I think you're right. This fellow didn't make it.
Yeah, looks like he missed the lock of the vault.
Anything else on him?
As you totally, move the Mr. Handy and kind of look at the body, and you clearly see a vault suit that the ravages of time destroyed it, and mainly the rotting body inside it ruined it. And
that's the overseer.
Has a nameplate that says Overseer Shias.
Well, that's one mystery solved.
More importantly, one thing gets your attention.
It's Pip-Boy.
Yeah, that's
See
what I'm
that
thinking.
on the side that there was a Pip-Boy with a standby light glowing, showing that it's at minimal power at the moment on his right wrist. Seems to be the
Nice.
only thing in pristine condition protected by the Mr. Handy's sacrifice.
David, say, is that what I think it is? Not what you were asking for?
Yeah, I think so. So I will
that's a Pip-Boy.
definitely carefully assess it and remove it from said skeleton.
Is it bad for me to say this, but like, you know, I think it might have been a good thing that the overseer didn't make it.
He was
I
protecting
mean-
stuff for us all this time.
Well, that's State has helped us even in his departure.
He was meant to be here for us in this time.
God commend his soul to the great beyond.
Now the question is, can you give me a mechanics check or
He
computer?
can fucking give you a mechanics check. Oh my God. He's all over that shit. I'm gonna get some nuts for you.
Yeah, no, I've had overly amazing rolls so far. So,
Hey, baby.
all right. Let's
Does he
see.
pull out the atomic battery and shake it and rub the contacts on your uniform?
Yep. All right. Let me know when you're ready.
Go for it. Hey!
Boom.
You clean it up and you spend a few moments and you realize the Pip-Boy 3000 is now
Okay.
working in perfect condition.
Nice. So just some messed up contacts on it and stuff.
Yep, just a little bit of corrosion from the arm that
Yep.
rotted inside it.
Yep.
And I do have something for those 3 advantage if you'd like.
All right, I will take it.
As you totally hear some noise down the hallway, and you hear this gruffled voice shout out, "Give me my Nuka-Cola!"
Yeah. Somebody's here. Who could it be?
Wait, that's
Holy
not
cow.
the important part. The important part is there is Nuka-Cola. Okay. You know when's the last time I had Nuka-Cola? Since I was 5, okay? Like,
I don't know.
we should go get it.
By the way, Gary, I muted you. There's a lot of noise in the background over there. You
I
need to
think
unmute
if you-
yourself.
I think he might have stepped away, I thought, because I heard him talking.
Yeah, I went to get a snack. I'm right back.
Oh, okay. Why? What, damn it. Well, I can't
So-
find it now. Where's
So,
the
Eric,
tip-
are you there?
I am.
As you are growling because you followed the ants into an underground cave where you've seen that there's an ant walking around with your. As I scroll back up to the random items I dropped for each of you,
My Nuka-Cola, my pack of Nuka-Cola.
your +1 pack of mini nuke.
Yes.
Cola.
Man, those ants are about to get it.
There's 3 of them left, and you're afraid they're going to drink it. Only
No.
Chuck drinks this.
This is legitimately the worst thing that has happened in the last 2 hours.
Okay, so we're totally going to do it off-screenish, since I don't have a map for that one set up yet.
Yeah.
As basically the worker ants the 2 of them are fighting you for your cola as you manage to grab onto the 6-pack ring of cola, and they're pulling it away from you. What are you going to do?
I'm going to hit them with my meat hook.
Ooh, Jesus. And it's dark. Do you have any kind of night vision?
Not to the best of my knowledge.
Okay. On the plus side, as soon as you swing your meat hook, some fool in the cave up ahead is swinging a flashlight in your direction. Not that you know what a flashlight is. Go ahead and take your attack.
All right. see if this works.
I have a feeling it's going to be horrible. Horrible and brutal. As immediately, some
Now,
fool is
oh.
waving a flashlight in your eyes, I think.
So this should, so I added I get a bonus to my brawl, the bonus success.
Uh-huh.
And I don't think that hitting the weapon button added that bonus success because I don't see it on there.
Okay, so on your actual skill, you put the +1 S, right?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead on the weapon itself in the modifier section of your weapon attack. Try putting it there and see if that works.
1S.
+1 S. I think it's got it. Maybe it needs
It
the
mu-
plus for it to work.
Maybe it does need the plus. Let's see if that works.
Survey says.
Yeah, there it shows it.
There we go. Are you sure your
So-
boxing gloves do 0 damage?
The boxing gloves do. This was the I have boxing gloves and I have a meat hook. I used the wrong one.
Okay.
But
Are you sure your meat hook only does 2 damage?
yes, the meat hook does a base of 2 damage. It's a brawl weapon.
Shouldn't it? Oh, so it's just 2. It's not 2 plus.
It should be 2 plus.
So you want to add your brawl number to it.
Okay.
So it should be 6 total, I'm guessing.
Yes. Okay.
As all of a sudden, what does our mutant look like in the dark fighting ants over half a 6-pack of soda?
So he's about 9 feet tall. He's wearing what did I get? 1 second.
An Outback hat?
He's wearing raider armor. So he's got like scraps of leather, scraps of metal, some spikes going out off the corner of his shoulder, and he's wearing a Plan 9 from Outer Space T-shirt. He's madly swinging his meat hook at whatever's trying to take his soda.
And you guys see this horrible visage of ant versus giant toxic crusader mutant.
Well, at this point, I'm guessing, I mean, even with the flashlight, it's dark, the shadows, we see a very large humanoid, but probably aren't really identifying skin characteristics and stuff just yet. We're just thinking, oh shit, some big dude in here. And be a little, probably more of a surprise as we get closer.
Obviously, it's an industrial robot, is what it is.
Oh, of course. Because they had stuff like that.
Is someone going to help him out and shoot the ant before the ant does something?
He looks more like
I shoot immediately.
Yeah, I'll shoot after she does.
Yeah, I see the ant and I'm immediately in I need to kill this thing mode.
She's not a fan of the ants.
Okay, so who's going to take the shot?
I'll let her go. She won't do it.
I got this.
She's got it.
As she's about to take the shot, and whoever's got the flashlight totally turns the flashlight away. We don't want to attract its attention. Go for it.
Yeah. You don't want to blind them, so...
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to blind... Okay.
Hey.
Yeah.
7 points. You crack a shot off, and one of the ants that's part of this 3-way tug of war immediately takes the shot, flips over, and goes, and it does its raid impersonation with the legs curling up.
With his 45 auto pistol. Is that a Spanish model 45 auto?
I don't know. My grandpa gave it to me.
It's a gun.
45 auto pistol. The
Yeah,
L got
he
L
said
got
I
worn
can.
off on the pistol.
Yeah, he said, and I quote, "You can use it to put a cap in an enemy's ass."
Okay.
Yes, it's good.
It's been handed down so many generations, the L wore off.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. That's right.
So one has been killed. Who goes next?
So one of the 2 ants have been killed. Is our cowboy gonna take a shot?
Absolutely. After Sadie did such a fine job. So yeah, I'll pull out
Can't
the
be
gun. I'll
outdone by her. I
I'll
mean,
spend
come
a
on.
minor to aim. Right, I can do that.
Okay.
It's okay if you're
We
outdone
had a
by
blue
me.
in there
I'm
for
just
you.
that good.
Yeah. Get my character sheet again. I keep closing it.
Okay. And by the way,
Okay.
did you signal for them to close the vault door, or are you leaving it open?
Yes. No.
Okay.
I would have closed it immediately for protection of the vault.
Okay. So you guys felt that thump when the vault closed, and it made your heart sad. Go ahead and
Which
take
is
your shot.
which is why she shot so quick.
Hey
Because she
there.
realized there's no going
Exactly.
back.
Yep.
Hey there. Get away from that fellow there, I'll say, and then pop off a shot. I assume they don't listen to me. Okay, ready to go?
Yep.
Nice.
Damn. As you take 1 point of strain because you didn't want to shoot your new friend, and you
Absolutely.
pop that ant, and its head comes off with the 6-pack ring.
Nice.
As Chug is now holding the 6-pack ring with your 3 surviving mini nuke colas, which are those cool, cute little 8-ounce cans, and an ant head definitively pierced around one can, but it didn't break it. Looks kind of cool that way, actually.
And yeah, it does. This is acceptable.
And this is when I would totally say for Sadie, this would be a good diplomacy moment. As all of a sudden
Yeah.
you guys wave the flashlight and you just realize how tall this person is.
Well, and then we get
Hi.
up to his face and go, dude, what's wrong with your complexion?
Hi, how are people
It's like,
supposed to do this?
whoa, how are you? Whoa.
I mean, on the plus side, Chuck knows there's little people.
Yeah, this is not
He's
a
seen us. We
surprise
just
to him.
haven't seen one of him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are people
Yeah, so like I
supposed
said,
to
I
be-
literally start to walk up with the light and stuff, and I'm like, hey, buddy, are you okay? And just kind of stand there at that moment.
9-foot
Yeah.
tall behemoth.
I will just walk up with all the confidence of the world and be like, "Greetings, I am Sadie, a vault dweller. How do you do?"
Please.
Very polite.
Would you
Yes,
like to come to our ball?
It's
About
very
howdy,
unusual.
partner.
This is not the level of polite that he's used to. So he's gonna look at Sadie and
With the flashlight right in your face, like I'm just still kind of standing there,
yes,
staring at you.
and he's gonna say, these ants are trouble.
Yes, they are. They broke into a vault. If you don't mind me asking, what are you? I'm pretty sure you're human, right? Or
Well, technically, I'm unemployed right now.
But I brought my resume here. And as you can see, I'm a hard worker. I'm not afraid of getting my hands dirty.
That's right. I'm willing to work my way up from
Now,
the
I
bottom.
can't read, so I'm not sure that's what this says. But
We'll work for Nuka Cola.
no,
my last reference was Eaton.
Chug kind of picks himself up, dusts himself off, and puts the Nuka Cola into his pack so that it's safe with the ant head on it, and kind of stands up a little bit closer to his 11-foot height. And
Jesus Christ! I'm 5'3". I am 5'3".
Yeah, I'm only 5'10", so
he is naturally very, very good at coercion. So he's not the prettiest looking person in the world, but he certainly approaches the world as though he is the prettiest because he believes it in his heart. He explains that he's I'm assuming me and and Joseph's character, we're friends, right?
Yep. You and Muscle are compatriots. Muscle
Yeah.
just wandered off again.
This is normal.
All the dynamite was taken from his box, so he's looking for the dynamite.
That makes sense.
Ants with dynamite. That's how they got in.
Me and my friend were just looking around for things to scavenge, and well, you see that the ants got into our stash.
Oh, those
I know,
fellows
that was
made their
the
way into
goal.
our home a few hours ago.
Your friend like you?
Yeah.
Can I just elbow? Oh god. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just gonna elbow a Waylon a little bit, just to get him out of like his stunned state.
It's like, are you okay? You're looking a little green around the gills there. Do you eat something? That?
You are. You're new around here, I'm assuming.
Well, no, I've grown up here, but in the vault.
They are the cleanest humans
All
I've
of
ever
us.
seen.
That's why I assume they've never been out anywhere. They don't have that healthy layer of dirt to protect them from the atmosphere. Well,
we did just come from the vault behind us, actually.
Do I know that there's a vault behind them? Did I know that before they mentioned that?
No.
I didn't think so. Well,
is there a lot of you?
By now, he looks genuinely confused at you guys. Do you mean mutants? Do you know about the FEV?
Ooh.
I'm getting 1 out of 4 words that this fellow's saying.
Are you down with the FEV? You and me.
Maybe you should give him some of those shiny little caps we found.
Are you referring to the bomb?
No. Well,
sorry, we really have not been outside the vault ever.
Okay.
Is everybody out here like you?
No, there's a good number of humans. There's a good number of giant radioactive ants. Actually, we're probably a really good sample size for the amount of humans to radioactive ants to super mutants. The ratio is pretty good.
Hey.
Oh, okay. Might I ask that you join us for a little bit? I mean, more numbers, and you can help explain the wasteland to us? We're currently looking for something very important for a vault, and having any assistance would be helpful.
Well, yeah, me and my buddy are just looking around at the kind of non-committally at things to salvage. So, sure, I think we'd be happy to come along. Shoot. Guess you guys are already never met a death claw, huh?
Well, a what?
Wonderful. Let's go have a walk.
Okay, I would just look back at the sheriff and the engineer quickly and give them a smile and a thumbs up and then start walking with the mutant.
Why not? The day can't get any worse. Let's come on here.
Right.
So, are all mutants 11 feet tall?
No, some of them are big.
Wait, you're not big?
He says this in a way that like a bodybuilder would obviously say the same joke, so he's kind of laughing while he says it out loud.
Oh God.
Okay. I kind of grab his arm, kind of at the, forearm, just kind of like, holy shit, this guy's muscular. It's like,
Yeah.
So Waylon, my name's Waylon. Waylon Wexler. Nice to meet you. Guy looks expectantly like.
Yes. No, he comes to the realization that that's what's going on. They call me Chug.
Chug.
That's a fun name there, Chug. For like yourself.
It's what I go by when I box.
Of course, why not? Of course,
you box. That's very nice.
Everyone's got to have a hobby.
Yes, everybody's got to have a hobby.
So what should we expect out there, friend? Is there more vaults like
death
ours?
Claws.
Death claws. I don't know what those are.
There's the irradiated wastelands and the mutant hordes and the rad scorpions. There's the raiders, and then there's the cultists, and also there's the scary things. But
those aren't the scary things.
Those were the normal things.
Instead of being the best and brightest, I feel we may have lost some sort of popularity contest before we were sent out here.
What is it you're looking for?
That thing on the wall.
What?
Well, we're looking for several things, but we do need to find our air purification system that was, I think, taken away by the ants, but I'm not sure.
Are any of you good at tracking?
Is that a skill?
Out of
character. Is that a skill?
Survival.
And as he says that, someone give me a stealth check as a couple ants come scurrying by just outside of eyeshot.
I have 3 green in stealth. Does anybody have anything better?
I got 2 green.
I got 2.
And you've got a blue dice because of the dark environment.
I would like to take the blue die. I'll roll then, if that's okay.
Go for it.
Did you put the blue die in for me?
Yep.
Okay, so I just click the little stealth button. Boop.
Nice. As you guys kind of duck down as the ants go skittering by and doing whatever they're doing, you see that they're carrying, it looks like some kind of plants in their mouth. And they're, thanks to Chug coming from the outside, they're going deeper into the cave network, not towards the daylight.
Nice.
Not that these guys know what daylight is.
I do want to point out that my ducking down is probably around 6 feet tall.
Your ducking down could protect them from the rain.
Yes.
I'm not even sure if I can get past your knee with my height.
So can I use the advantage to get us out a little faster? Like maybe I find like a slightly better route out when we kind of get everybody to the side?
Sure. Do you ask Chug about way out of this, or is everything underground?
What's the quickest way out of here, fella?
And I do grab the robot repair kit, by the way.
Yep. So basically,
before we move on,
the robot repair kit was also with the body, by the way. I'm assuming that you guys picked it up, and you guys, found some pre-war money,
and some tarberries, which are like cranberries.
It's toilet paper, or worth selling for some caps.
And 28 more caps. You can put that in your sock.
And some tarberries. Not that you want to eat them. Obviously, the ants were collecting them.
Yeah. So, Chug, how big are the rad scorpions?
They're not that big. They're probably like 8 feet tall.
Of course, why not?
I think super mutants hunt them for food.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people hunt them for food. Some are just not successful.
So they're a food staple.
I hear the gears turning. Say, are you thinking we use them for something?
I need a second.
well, lead us out, hopefully safely there, Chug.
And
Now-
Waylon, do me a favor and give me a vigilance check. Since I'm assuming you're wearing the Pip-Boy now.
I've got the Pip-Boy. Which Pip-Boy 3000 is it?
It's a
The-
old-fashioned
the-
Pip-Boy 3000 Mark One.
The Mark 1?
Yeah,
Okay,
basically
so
it's just
I'm
one
assuming it's
described
the
as
A then?
no, it's the one listed as Pip-Boy 3000.
Right. Which it talks about there's a Pip-Boy 3000, Pip-Boy 3000A, I think is what they listed.
You know, you're close to the Mojave Desert. Yes, it's an A.
All right. I mean, I'm just not sure the difference between that and...
The only difference is you get the +1 success to computers.
Okay. All right. So flashlight, biometric lock. Okay. Open by user skill technician. All right. Geiger counter, flashlight, built-in radio.
So Chug, is Nuka
All
Cola your
right. So
favorite thing to drink?
vigilance, but it doesn't give me on vigilance anything, right? No.
Nope.
All right. So let me do the vigilance real quick. Tell me when.
You're good.
Ew.
Nothing important. Don't worry about it.
No. Yep.
Nothing for you to notice here. Keep going. You're
Nothing to see
busy.
here.
You're
So-
busy playing with the Pip-Boy settings. You know, adjusting
Who
everything.
wants
to
the
your liking.
flashlight now? Yeah. Who wants the flashlight now?
Well, it seems
I
like
guess-
Sandy's got the best eyes, so I'll have that
Okay, I will take it then. Cool. Wait, does it have an encumbrance or?
It,
I think it's just a
I
trivial.
don't
it's
think so.
negligible.
Cool.
It's
Unless
totally
it's
got a
full of
clip, so it can
candy.
clip onto your vault suit.
Yeah,
Nice.
I was deciding between the flashlight or a thermal cloak, and I went thermal cloak. So,
Well, now you got a flashlight.
hey, let's go. So, Chug, is Nuka Cola your favorite thing to drink?
One more time, I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Is Nuka Cola your favorite thing to drink?
As a matter of fact, it is. I due to a bit of a side effect of the process of going from a human to this, I don't do alcohol very well. So I enjoy myself a Nuka Cola on occasion.
So, Chug, are you saying that you were once more like a person like ourselves? You said, or you always been this way?
I volunteered a long time ago.
So he wanted to become one.
I figured it would help my form.
As a boxer.
Correct.
I get it.
Why not?
Intel 1, there's always a volunteer somewhere.
We getting close to the exit?
So you guys, basically you're sneaking out towards the exit with, Chug's help. And immediately Chug's like, the exit's right over here. You guys step around the corner and you look out of the arch of the earth where it looks like, insects have pried this cave and made it even bigger than it used to be. And you see little circle outside the cave entrance about 20 feet away that seems to have like this fine silt in a perfect semicircle, like basically when ants will clean out an area and put all the garbage outside.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing that surprises the three of you the most is from what you heard, the sky was brighter than this, as you're seeing thousands of little twinkly lights up in the sky.
I have a quick question.
And you see the sun in its pale whiteness shining down upon you. It's totally
So
the moon.
we're all like blinking and going, whoa.
Now, I'm assuming that they brought a Geiger counter.
I have one now.
His Pip-Boy is going click, 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 click.
Okay.
Yeah, I do know enough that we probably want to avoid the most dirty areas, correct?
I'm thinking with Chugs until 1, he's not worried about it.
Yeah, the rest of us.
With my immunity to radiation, it has never been an issue.
It's never
Gonna be a
hurt
party.
me.
If we're not careful, he's going to be a party of one very quickly.
That was actually going to be the question I was going to ask earlier. I'm like, I'm leading them the way out that I came in. Is that going to be an issue for them?
Well, we'll find out.
Yep.
Fortunately, there's no hot springs, the glowing green ones nearby. So the area does seem to be very, according to the Pip-Boy, very mild in the radiation. However, I will totally give our resident mechanic one more vigilance check if he'd like to play with the Geiger counter, now that he realizes that they're standing outside at night. This beautiful evening.
Oh, it's nighttime.
It's nighttime.
No, that's why it was shining.
That's why the sun is. So it's why the night sun is shining bright and white.
Ah, I get it. All right. Vigilance. Right. All right. Ready?
Yep.
All right. Here we go. Hey.
So playing with the Pip-Boy, as you find the Geiger counter settings and turn the speaker on for the Geiger counter, and it's really going tack 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 tack, and you're waving your hand around, and you guys realize it's currently probably not safe to be standing out here since the ants obviously infest this hole, and you know for a fact that in the hole, the radiation outside is negligible. It's practically nothing. It's probably the best you're ever going to find out in the wasteland. But when you wave your Geiger counter in the hole,
where the ants live.
Picks up radiation.
Those ants wouldn't be radioactive, would they?
Yeah, you probably didn't quite understand radioactive, but
you would know better than I.
I wouldn't know.
I was gonna say, Waylon, you want to give me a knowledge roll?
Yep.
Yeah. Waylon.
Knowledge. Ready?
Yep.
Yeah. Number radiation.
A wash.
So
a wash. What do you mean?
No, 3 successes and 2 triumphs.
2 threat.
2 threat. Yeah.
Yeah.
2 threats.
Oh,
so, take 2 strain as you realize that. Damn, those ants are mildly radioactive, but the radiation you're picking up deep in the cave, you're realizing that something in the cave is more radioactive than the ants that you've encountered seem to be.
Yeah, so I'm like, we don't want to go that direction if we don't have to, because there's definite radiation in there.
Basically,
or do we all have
cave network? But
and that goes into their network?
Or
then the ants seem to be going into the cave that goes right by your entrance. So
I was going to say the same thing. Didn't you say that these things were causing your home a problem?
Yeah.
Are they going to do okay without you there?
Well, we got stuff we need to do. We got stuff to find, but yeah, we need to definitely figure out something to take care of driving these things away or something.
Can't imagine we can handle them all hand to hand. There must be some way of poison them or something.
Got some raid.
What about fire?
Fire? Yeah, they can't like fire. That's a fine idea.
Yeah, we could. Well, the vault ran out of alcohol a long time ago, but if we found some more, we could set them on fire.
Some type of oil? That seems smart.
Yeah.
Okay, well, keep an eye out for that.
Could be dangerous.
I mean, us being outside is dangerous.
Right.
Do you not hear your Pip-Boy just going tick, tick, tick?
Yeah, but that's if you go that way. Do we all have vault suits?
I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Chug says that he does not.
Outside.
Chuck does not need a vault suit.
Chug does not have one.
Well, the vault suit would be more of an observation than having to ask because we would kind of see. So,
Chuck
so you
would
guys have
like
all
3
suits.
vault suits to be butchered to make him a bikini.
Yeah, no shit. Because the vault suits, right? They give us something like protection.
They give us a little protection, yeah.
I didn't. This stupid book you can't cut or copy and paste.
Yeah,
It's all freaking pictures. So I still have to fill in some of that information.
So the question
but yeah,
is, are you guys wanting to head out and explore, go back into the vault and introduce your new friend?
Well, I don't think, yeah, I don't think we
think
really-
we should head back to the vault and report on our immediate findings. But that's me.
well, we have a radio, so we could call right inside, or is there no radio at all inside? Well, they
There's
have a
no
bit
radio
boy,
set
right?
up. That was really
They-
one of the projects we had to do.
Yeah.
Totally have a radio set up, but there's no antenna coming up to where it can be used.
Right, but short distance should still pick up, right? I mean,
You can try. Give me a computers roll. We can find out.
ready? Oops, wrong tab. All right.
See if that
You ready?
radiation is a problem. Go for it.
Look at that.
Holy crap! As you start your radio message, and what do you say?
I just kind of give him a heads up, status, and whatever she thinks. Hey, so there appears to be a large colony of these ants that are in and around the vault. So need to keep a close eye on any unusual sounds or activities around walls of the vault.
They're in the
And there's radiation out here as well.
Is the radiation at the safe level that we could have more people go to the surface?
How attached to it?
Some parts, but part of the caverns that lead deeper into the ant colony appears to be more highly irradiated.
As you totally hear him like holding down the sending button and shouting back what you're saying to somebody else, and more people sending questions out. Have you encountered the ants?
We've encountered the ants and have made a friend with a surface dweller who was being attacked by the ants.
A surface dweller. There are surface dwellers. There are dwellers on the surface. I repeat,
Wait.
dwellers on the surface.
We should warn them that it's a mutant.
Well, we can leave details.
And besides,
for
we can't really
later.
conceptualize a mutant. Okay, what, you bring in the X-Men? Awesome! We have super-powered mutants! Not what they expect.
Like I said, they can that can come later when we introduce
Have
them.
you encountered the ants that stole the equipment?
Not yet.
That sounds like a survival test by somebody.
I mean,
Right
I
now,
have BG, so I could maybe do a
Yeah,
check
who has a good survival among them?
The overseers have been, informed of the information. What is your next step?
Well, we're looking for equipment, but right now, just like I said, keep an eye out. If you hear anything weird beyond the walls, you want to be prepared for possible intrusion again, like we had upstairs by the vault door.
Affirmative. We will let the underseers know that we need to have security at its maximum.
Thank you.
So where to from here? Is there some sort of maybe track the ants?
Well, I suppose we need. I'm guessing if they took it, I'm assuming the air filter might be that direction. Like I said, I'm trying to look here.
You've seen the sky for the first time in your entire life?
That's pretty bright.
Nighttime, it's kind of cool, but it's hard to fathom until daylight when it's like really large.
Here you were thinking
You know.
that the outdoor place would be, hotter.
Right. Well, like I said, it's night, and I don't think you really encompass it until you're in the bright freaking ball shining down on you. So, God, there's just too much shit in the book.
As he's playing with his Pip-Boy, going through all the owner's manual options.
Well, I was just trying to look up the vault because the vault suits give us protection, but I can't find a vault suit. And because they're pictures, the freaking PDF search doesn't work on the document either.
It gives a blue to all resilience checks. That's what it does.
A blue, okay.
If it's the armored vault jumpsuit gives you like some hardness. I forgot what that's called. Then a blue to resilience.
Oh,
check.
the armor, right? Okay.
Yeah.
What is everybody else's resilience? If we were
My
to,
oh, mine is 1 green, 1 blue. So.
You get a blue. My resilience is. Where's resilience?
If you die of radiation, may my daughter have that pistol?
I have 1 yellow and 2 green.
He's got.
Sorry, but if I die, it's supposed to go to my younger brother. So.
That's already spoken for.
So really, she's the weak point when we go in. If we go into the radiation, all right.
Let's not do that.
Right, but they may have the.
Yeah, I guess the first thing is for somebody to do a survival check to see if they can track the ants that took our.
I have 3 green for survival. Does anybody else have anything better?
Chug seems like somebody that would be good at survival.
I have a yellow and a green. So if I aid you, you can use my ranks with your skill.
That sounds like a good plan.
So
the two of you working together.
Just to let you know, Gary, when you aid somebody, you basically put your characteristic and your ranks together and combine them to get to the best possible combination. So like in this case, it's going to be the 3 greens with the yellow. So it'll be 1 yellow, 2 greens.
That sounds like a good plan. Maybe they'll find where that thing got taken.
Okay, so are you going to put the upgrade in?
I've got the upgrade in for you.
All right. Thank you, Chugs. I really appreciate it.
As you guys are waving the flashlight around and doing a quick search, this is a good time to get some information on these ants. I could totally see a great role for some information here.
Ready?
Ant behavior.
Let's hope.
Ready, James?
Yep.
Yeah,
nice.
Let's go.
So go ahead and take a point of strain as you guys are out there with the lights. And between you and Chug, collaborating with survival, and it's actually kind of inspiring watching this wee wisp of a lady and this behemoth of a giant with him leaning down so she can whisper in his ear, working together.
Giant.
It kind of makes you feel good about this mutant, that he's a personable fella. As Chug totally lets you know that, hey, we were raided by these ants that stole a bunch of the stuff we had sitting around at our base camp while we were off doing something. And you're realizing that Chug tells you usually these ant colonies have thousands of ants, which is mildly terrifying at first. But
do not have enough bullets for that.
Then all of a sudden you guys realize that that maybe this is an offshoot of a colony. Like usually a queen will break off and take a few with her and go make her their own colony. And from what you're looking out here with the debris circle, it looks like they've just recently begun cleaning out this cave network.
Nice.
From what you're seeing in the debris. And you clearly know that most of the scurrying right now, most of the foot traffic you see is leaving the tunnel. which makes you think that at dark they probably leave, which is totally different from real world ants. It's the exact opposite, actually. But radioactive ants don't have to follow those rules.
True.
As you realize that there's a smaller style ant, which you're pretty sure is worker ants, and then a bigger guard ant. You've avoided a couple of those so far that are on sentry duty, but apparently have the world's shittiest perception with only one green. Worst guards ever. But from what you're sensing, it looks like they are bringing stuff into the cave network. So you're thinking from your survival point of view as a team, collaborating like that this is a new nest with probably very few warriors. But they're basically setting up home, and they've recently been, excavating the area, and then something got their attention and made them start digging into your vault. And so the question is, are you guys going to take off out across the land now that you're out there? Are you guys going to head back to the vault and share the information you've got and then go further in to deal
Well,
with
it seems like the longer we wait with the ants, right, the more ants there will be. That's what your information is, right?
Yeah, that's totally sensible. And you have a feeling that if any of the ants, because you've seen some in the distance come back with food stuff, that they're basically going out grabbing things and taking it somewhere deeper in the nest. And Chug's not too sure about this because he's a little simple. But with Sadie's input, you're thinking like the ants are taking things to the queen.
Right. So if we get rid of the queen, then the ants will disperse or find somewhere else or die. So, this drop-off pit or place do I see anything that resembles our filter? Like they may have thought it was trash.
Doesn't look like it at first glance. But if you would like to give me a perception check, we'll find out for sure.
Sure. Before we go delving into the pit of hell.
Hey, that's a really good point. I mean,
make sure they just didn't go, oh, this is trash, and dump it. So, all right, ready?
Yep,
go for it.
Hey!
You are pretty sure that there's little bits of debris. You see, a few different items that have been scattered about. And since you rolled well, a few different items totally means...
Oh, a backpack.
You hear the ants banging something. Holy shit. You find a large backpack. It's got a few holes in it, but it's not going to lose anything in it. And inside, you apparently found a powered up fusion core.
Yeah, baby.
That sounds like a David thing.
That's totally the battery that goes into a power armor suit, which you could totally use to power something else up.
Yep.
Holy shit. I mean, the question is, do you want to donate that to the vault to increase its technology? This is like crack tech.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty good.
What's that?
Pretty good idea.
If you donated that to the vault for the tech pool, that would definitely bump up your tech capabilities.
Yeah, no, definitely going to be like, oh, sweet, this can go to good use, and we may want to go ahead and drop that into the vault beforehand so they can put it aside for my use later. Don't want anybody breaking it.
I will gladly donate it to the vault to increase their technology rating, but make sure it's there for when I need it.
Right. Well, make sure it gets set up without breaking it. So yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, definitely we'll grab that, and
that's a hell of a score. Now you just need some power armor. Now you just need a power armor suit. Hello.
Anybody?
Nice. None of us have a power armor suit.
No.
No.
Well, it's almost 10:30. Do we want to wrap it up here?
Yep.
Because I don't think we want to start a battle with later.
Yeah, so you guys want to
No.
head back to the vault and introduce your new friend?
Yeah,
to
bring our
everyone?
new friend.
Yeah.
I'm like, hi everybody, this is
This is my new
Chug.
pal.
He's a mutant and he's very friendly.
They totally do a radiation detox shower for him at the entrance point.
So
And
this may be
basically
his skill.
scrub him down with scrubbies, like a car wash. Now
Not a
he's
bad
only
idea.
mildly radioactive.
Excellent.
Oh, well.
That was
So
super fun. Good job, everybody.
So you guys head back to the vault. I'm sure if a certain somebody makes it to the next game session, he will have regrouped with Chug and come into the vault as well. As
Yes.
the underbosses are quite interested with these two new fellas, asking them
They
everything.
know stuff,
about
and even if
everything.
they don't, they're very large. So that is a very
Yeah.
big advantage.
They're
They
like,
can do a lot of labor. I mean,
here's the
Oh, we're
equipment we
labor.
no longer could lift up because we lost our wenches. Could you please hold this for me?
What, you mean
Exactly.
this?
exactly.
Okay,
That's
so
pretty cool. Nice
are
fun.
you donating the fusion core to the group so I can give the
Yes.
vault the tech bonus?
Yes.
Okay, you will notice a small bip. Do me a favor and roll me 2d6. I don't know if it's 2d6, but I think it might be. And if it's not, I'll just take the first d6.
All right.
Nice.
Nice.
Jesus. As all of a sudden the fusion core is reintroduced to the vault, and they're like, hey guys, there's all this stuff that use those that we haven't used in years that have been sitting in the corner.
Excellent.
There's a Galaga arcade machine in the corner.
We've always wondered what this thing did.
Uno
Yeah,
and
okay.
solitaire.
That's dope.
I always thought it was just a black mirror.
That's crazy. A fusion
Oh,
core.
and how
What a
much
find.
does
What a
Jim's like,
find.
damn.
Obviously,
Oh, yeah.
this is why our vault has put all their points in technology, because they want the tech to work.
Yep. Did you had to load all these things?
Yep. Yeah, I
Oh boy.
I
Well,
loaded the
appreciate
random
that.
tables.
That's crazy.
So
That's a
you
lot of
guys
shit.
have gone out, you've gotten the first gulp of fresh air that anyone has had in a few generations.
It was
You
not as
real-
horrible as I thought it would be.
And the best thing is you now realize that just outside this cave, the immediate area is actually in one of those nice little Goldilocks zones, you know. It's right between all the radiation.
Nice.
As you know, off in the desert, you see the shifting sands of where there's a couple rad scorpions staking out where the ants go by, because the rad scorpions see the ants as a viable food source too.
All right. Well, yeah, because we're northern Arizona, so we're up in the trees, right? So
Yep.
we're at the edge of the tree area, so it's nice.
They're
What?
like, come on, guys. So the important
What's our
thing is
XP?
the 20 XP that you're hinting
Holy
for.
cow!
What?
20
Yeah.
experience.
Where's that from? Which character sheet?
Character info tab. You can mark it there. Available XP versus the total XP. Then you can convert it over when you spend your points.
We got 20 XP. Actually.
As Chug is
so many
introduced
choices?
to the green slime that you guys call sustenance.
He's like,
Yes, have some food.
delicious green.
These guys have grown up with this food, and you're just like, that's not food.
It's really bad.
Yeah.
Who's
As
lied
I'm
to you your whole
His,
life?
his sense of pity is increasing. They're small and their food is bad.
like a coconut, I crack open the ant skull and slurp it out, and I'm like, these savages.
Beautiful.
I mean, they're basically drinking the stuff that you lick off rocks to get to the minerals of the rocks. You savages.
Yeah, well,
So you guys will be able to, at the beginning of next session, prep some more plans.
Nice.
As well as you've already come out with some fat freaking swag. And
Yeah.
Chug, do you give your new friends an update on what bottle caps are and what their value really
Oh
is?
yeah, we found a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, we got a bunch of these things.
Yeah, currently we have
As you all
76.
around
totally saw
everywhere.
Chug drop down and start picking up all these bottle caps.
Yeah.
Like, why does that look like perceived value to you?
Did you guys do the same to the pre-war money?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, we picked up the people with money, just like, oh, free money.
What's this? We're
Greenbacks.
Okay, cats. I will see you in 2 weeks. This was awesome.
Yeah,
Yep.
see you in a couple.
Awesome.
Bye.
And I'll totally put in
Yeah,
the notes
thanks,
the
all.
20 XP.
Yay.
And on top
Yes.
of that, there's the robot repair kit in case, our
Found a
mechanic
sweet robot.
needs to fix a robot that's actually not destroyed, or use the kit just as a repair kit.
Well, I already spent money on a repair kit, so, but I mean, if it's got some additional tools for robot specific, I'll carry that instead of the regular repair kit.
Yep, it's the one that'll help you fix the robot crits.
Oh, nice. Okay. So definitely
you
carry
guys-
that.
You guys come back to the vault and get a hero's welcome. They survived. They stepped outside and came back and didn't die. And now we know that holy crap.
6 died.
6
God.
people died when the ants attacked.
Jeez.
That is not good.
That
No.
does not bode well.
No.
Well-
Yeah, you need.
You guys don't even have a moat. I mean,
Oh, what?
I just walked right up to your front door, and I wasn't even looking for it.
Yeah. Wow. We need to put.
Did you line your walls with people? Is that what you did?
We gotta put chalk down.
I
We
mean,
gotta put a chalk line down and around. That'll keep them out.
technically, now that you're back in the vault, you do have access to some very, very basic things. Someone could do a knowledge skill to come up with some kind of deal.
Yeah. We'll be doing that as part of our stuff. Got to come up with some kind of a research some deterrent or poison or something against these things.
As you find this big laundry list of things that work against household ants in the pre-war world. Diatomaceous earth. Great. Where do we have some? Oh, we used that up in like the first 40 years for air filters. We used it for the air filters. We used it for the water filters. And then I think we ate it because it's food safe. And it's filling.
All right, guys. Yeah, have a good night.
All right.
All right.
Good night, guys.
Nah.
Right. What's up tomorrow, Jim? No, I didn't see a lot of responses. Just me and what's his name, Christopher.
Chris, yeah. Let me shoot Lex a message later tonight to see.
Okay.
Kelly's gonna be up and at 'em, so she's
Okay.
playing World of Warcraft, doing the whole love is in the area. She
Oh no.
actually freaked the fuck out today because she got the love rocket.
Oh,
She's
Jesus.
been playing for years to get the goddamn love rocket. And
Oh my
she
God.
finally got it. All of a sudden, Kelly's mom was walking by the office door, and she came shrieking out, just like, "What the fuck?" And she got the fucking rocket. It was
That's
awesome.
funny. That's awesome. All right. Yeah. Let me know.
All right.
Like I said, I'll be up bright and early. So
Yeah, I'm planning on being up at 7 instead of my usual 8, just in case.
yeah, like I said, yeah. I mean, I'm all good for an 8 if everybody else is good for an 8, and then that way we can get that still about the same time in.
Yep.
All right.
All right, and happy Chinese New Year tomorrow.
Yes.
Yep.
I'll be getting acupuncture on Chinese New Year's. Yay!
Hey, that's very festive. It's very festive
Right?
and appropriate.
Right? I just thought of that. It's like, oh.
What a coinky dink.
Right?
Okay, man.
Maybe I'll get extra luck. All right.
Later.
Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.